If you didn't know, this is called the show.
On 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Good morning, friends, and happy Friday. Let's go. Till 12 o'clock, it is this show, Chris and Amy. Sans Amy. No Amy today.
Amy.
But I do have John Hancock with me for the entire morning until we get to 12 o'clock. We still have Michael Kelly with us, too, because it is Friday, so we have Hancock and Kelly on this Friday. 314-436-7900. Please visit with us today by calling and texting. You can also, if you like, leave a voice message on the Odyssey app. In fact, we're gonna need you to do that because it is our 100th anniversary, and we have our 100th anniversary show coming up in less than a week, 11/20. Months ago, we were talking about how power bills were going to go up, and hopefully people didn't lose service. Well, reporting from this week shows that Ameren did cut power to thousands of customers for not paying their October bills.
That's no good.
Not good.
But what is good is Boeing workers have finally approved a new contract ending more than a 3-month strike. They're back to work.
And the Blues have a back-to-back. They're going to be at home tonight and tomorrow. Tonight, they will take on the Flyers at Enterprise Center. And Major League Soccer with a huge announcement yesterday. They are rearranging their calendar.
You don't say.
I do say.
Huh.
You know how they were starting in what, like February, March?
Yeah.
Well, now they're going to get started in mid to late July. Then they'll go through the winter. But they're going to have a winter break January and part of December, part of February, and then the playoffs will happen in May. So everything is switching up a little bit.
Is this a permanent change,
Yeah,
or
buddy.
is it
It
just
is.
for the World Cup?
No,
No.
It's starting in 27-28, so 2027.
This is to keep in the calendar with all the other
With
international
That
soccer
makes sense.
Yeah.
seasons that are going on out there.
Yes.
John, soccer expert.
When you're a soccer aficionado,
Like you are.
yourself, you kind of know this stuff.
Yeah.
So we still have the
It's the longest season of any sport terminable.
oh, it's not that long.
It's
Now
so-
it's going to get longer
Yeah, it's long.
because
Well, they only
now
play one game a week,
Well, so do football, but that doesn't last for.
but you're not beating your head
3/4
against
of the
each
year.
other.
so they're still they're going to do it the old way for next year, and then it's the year after that they're going to switch it up.
Makes sense.
So yeah, it will coincide with FIFA's schedule, and we'll have the colder months that they're going to play, except for January, no games, right?
Right.
I'm into it because I like colder weather, even though they are still going to be playing here in August.
Yeah.
So it's not like they avoided the hottest month of the year.
I always said it'd be a cold day before I sat through an
Yeah.
entire soccer game like that.
Well, I got to tell you, the first year they were here, when we all wanted to get into the stadium for the first time, it was one of those first 4 or 5 games that I went to, and it was one of the coldest outdoor sporting experiences I'd ever had in my life.
Oh, buddy.
It was just really cold. Yeah, it was one of those days where you were bundled up, and I kept wondering how those guys could kick the ball when it's that cold. Like, doesn't the football and doesn't the? I mean, I guess they warm the
I
football.
think they warm it up a little bit. Yeah.
The soccer ball you can't warm. It's out there for
Well, you put it
45
in the
minutes.
oven and it's throw a blanket on the thing. Yeah,
Yeah, but it's.
Well, I don't
Do
think
they
so.
use the
It's
same ball
cold.
for the whole game?
I think so. Well, no, because when a ball goes out of bound, but
They got a new
they're
ball.
all
Yeah, they have
riding
multiple
around.
balls.
Oh,
Yeah.
how about that?
But football,
They have more balls than Hitler did.
That's what I understand.
yeah, so
Yes,
they
I
only
saw
had
that.
one. I read that in the news today.
And a bit of a micro guy,
Yeah.
according to the according to a new documentary coming out in the UK.
I saw a tweet that said, yeah, he'll never be able to recover from that image blow.
God, that's just amazing stuff. Of course he would. Of course Adolf Hitler had a micro. Of course he would. So Hancock and Kelly are with us, and we'll talk about the Boeing strike here in a little bit. But the government, boys, has reopened.
That's
here
what
we
they
are.
say.
Back to business, back to work. I guess we'll throw this out there. What is your takeaway from the government shutdown finally coming to an end, and what was accomplished in that 40-something days that it was shut down?
I think the Republicans are out declaring victory right now because the Democrats, with the exception of I don't think they won anything. It's the same thing they got in those 40 days, and there's frustration as it relates to that. I think long-term, though, the Democrats may have ultimately won this fight because there's no doubt about it that healthcare has become one of the issues that we're focused on now. We're about to hit January 1st, where business owners and individuals will start to see premiums rise. And the Republicans are the ones who don't wanted to do nothing about that. So while some may think it's a short-term loss for the Democrats, I think long-term it goes into that affordability argument that's brought us victories to this point.
Well, I think that's true if Republicans don't move and reinstate the Obamacare subsidies, because, that's a tangible legislative act that they could pass. I had assumed that they would pass it because the repercussions of not doing so are politically pretty bad, I would think. But I'm not convinced at this point that Republicans are going to do it. So, and if that happens, and if the subsidies are permanently gone and people's health premiums go up in double or more, that's not going to be good politics for the GOP going into what's already looking like a very rough midterm election cycle.
So we can talk about, how it is too expensive and maybe this healthcare bill isn't the best. And I would agree with that. I don't think it's the best that we could possibly do. I think it's what we could pass at the time it was passed 15 years ago. There was a lot of pushback against the public option, and a lot of people wanted that to be a reality. And I don't think anybody would argue if the Republicans would come up with an idea and tell us what their idea for affordability is when it comes to healthcare. And they've had how long to do it? And they haven't done it. They have no idea
2 weeks
on how to fix it.
We'll have a plan out in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Well,
and
that
then you
was
had the
4
president
years ago.
at the White House as early as this week spitballing, oh, yeah, we're going to come up with Trump care, and we're going to give money here, and we're going to give money there. It doesn't seem like there is a plan. Well, the plan is to follow whatever Donald Trump says. Josh Hawley's been out talking about wanting to renew these tax credits, subsidies. So a lot of Republicans have. And maybe as we're seeing this erosion of Donald Trump's support in the GOP as it relates to this Epstein vial votes, maybe they will start to come to their senses on this issue as well and not follow him off the cliff and just torpedoing healthcare.
Whatever you may think of Donald Trump and his administration, I think it's inarguable that there is not a particular depth of policy expertise in that administration. And there is no more complicated public policy in this country than healthcare policy. And if you really want to do something about it, and I don't think Obamacare is particularly sound, I would like to see a much more consumer involved procurement of healthcare. And maybe that's using part of health savings accounts, which some states have set up, where people are able to bank money tax-free for their health care, and that you pay much of your health care out of pocket. And you reserve insurance for catastrophic types of situations. And I think there's a vehicle, a path to do something like that. And it'd be a lot of details. You're still going to have to subsidize the poor to have health care provided for them. But anything that removes the influence of insurance companies, which, they dictate everything. They dictate whether you can have a procedure today. Insurance companies.
Well, I mean, I think that's been the case for a long time.
It has. And in my opinion, you've got to empower the consumer to go out and purchase their health care. And it means paying your doctor for a visit. You go a couple times a year, see your doctor, it's a couple $100, whatever it is.
It's got to be affordable, though. And
Yeah.
we know that it just, even doctor's visits can be, if you don't have insurance, it's expensive. If you have it, you get a copay, probably, I guess, depending on what your insurance is. And it's $20, $25.
Right.
It depends on what you have.
So
but
the consumer has no idea what is actually being spent on their behalf for these things.
But I'm a business owner. And I have no idea
Right.
what's being spent on my behalf. Yeah. And so, but having said that, I can't, as a business owner who has a lot of young people who work with me and we provide 100% of their health care, I can't afford for the premiums to double. If on January 1st, the premiums double, devastating, I guess, would be the word that I'd have to use. And if that's happening to me, it's happening to businesses all across the country.
Yeah.
So something has to be done. I would like to see a plan. I would like to see the Republican Party actually put forth a real plan instead of saying, hey, we're 2 weeks away, or, we do have something and it's, oh, look at this stack of papers. This is our plan. I forgot who it was that showed Leslie Stahl this is our healthcare plan. Oh, it was like thousands of pages. Like, okay, explain it to us now. What is it? And I just don't. Look, it's kind of like the friend who says, I'll be there in 5 minutes. And 5 minutes is really an hour, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
We'll be there. I'm going to be there. Don't worry. I'm on the way. You're not on the way. You haven't even showered yet.
Well, and there's a winnowing number of members of Congress that are serious policy people. They have the Problem Solvers Caucus. It's made up of Democrats and Republicans who do get together and discuss policy. Do you ever see anybody from the Problem Solvers Caucus interviewed on any of the talk shows? No. And the whole institution right now is not geared to serious policy details. We're in a situation where between Medicare and Medicaid, we're so in debt, such big problems heading our way that if we do nothing, it's going to smash into our economy at some point. The debt load of this country. Nobody is talking about it. Nobody's working on it. Nobody's coming up with policy ideas.
We're building ballrooms, brother. We got very
exactly.
important things to be focused on, and now we're picking fights all around across the world. We're wanting to go into countries I'd never even heard of. This guy, we're going to retract from the rest of the world. We're going to keep our money for ourselves. We're going to cut USAID. Read the world news. We're wanting to get in 5 or 6 different conflicts around the country, around this world, and I don't get it. But we can't figure out healthcare. We're going to go figure out the problems everywhere else.
Hancock and Kelly with us today on the Chris and Amy show. John is in for Amy Mark's course today. 314-436-7900. Please join us. The Boeing strike has come to an end. Want to get these guys get their thoughts on that strike, what was accomplished, what it means, if anything, if it means anything greater. We will do that. Hour 1 of 3 on the Chris and Amy show on KMOX.
Overhead Door Company of St. Louis, the genuine, the original, present 100 years of KMOX.
1965 was a year of progress in St. Louis.
There when St. Louis celebrated.
It would stand higher than any monument in the land.
What's that? Alarm whistle. I don't know. Steamboats, I guess, celebrate.
Finally, 32 years after Luther Ely Smith began forming an image of a revitalized St. Louis riverfront, the Gateway Arch was complete.
And atop the final section, a big American flag blowing freely in a brisk wind.
It represents a very important part of our national history.
It's a new era for St. Louis, and millions of people will be coming to view this engineering and architectural wonder.
There for every headline, every heartbreak, every heartbeat. KMOX, the voice of St. Louis. Brought to you by Together Credit Union. Competitive rates to help you save more and borrow smarter. Visit togethercu.org.
For 100 years, KMOX has been part of St. Louis. Now, Together Credit Union is helping celebrate that legacy. Starting in November, visit any Together Credit Union branch to pick up a KMOX 100th anniversary commemorative ornament for just $5 while supplies last. Each ornament supports Children's Miracle Network of Greater St. Louis. Together Credit Union. honoring 100 years of KMOX, the voice of St. Louis, and Children's Miracle Network of Greater St. Louis, improving the health of all children.
Attention all dog owners. If you have ever listened to the radio or TV for any length of time, you've probably heard of America's #1 dog supplement, Rough Greens. Greetings, naturopathic Dr. Dennis Black, Amazon best-selling author and founder of Rough Greens here. And if your dog suffers from bad breath, itchy skin, licking paws, joint pain, or low energy, the truth is their food is probably to blame. You see, all commercial dog food is dead food. That's why I created Rough Greens. One daily scoop gives your pup the live vitamins, omega oils, probiotics, and enzymes that will bring their food back to life. Don't believe me? Let your dog try it before you buy it. I'll send you a free Jumpstart trial bag. That's ruffgreens.com, discount code NEWS for your free Jumpstart trial bag today. Rough Green. We make any dog food better.
Hi, I'm Jim Brennan with McKelvey Homes. The Brennans love celebrating the holidays at home, and there's never been a better time to move up to McKelvey with our Home for the Holidays sale. Save big with savings of $25,000 plus up to $10,000 cash at closing on every move-in ready home, and on select homes, special financing starting at 4.75%. We have a wide variety of homes with all the most popular features selected by our experienced design team. Visit McKelveyhomes.com and move up to McKelvey.
Do you have a dark curiosity? Heart Starts Pounding, Horrors, Hauntings, and Mysteries is a weekly podcast hosted by me, Kaylin. Check out Heart Starts Pounding on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts. And remember, stay curious.
Glover here for my friends at Cantor Injury Law. Cantor is local, and we're here doing the work every day. We're right here in St. Louis, and we're ready to fight for you. CantorInjuryLaw.com or call 314-628-9999.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be solely based on advertisements.
Hi, I'm Ryan Recker. You may remember me from such shows as That One After the Cardinals Game, also known as Overnight America. 100 years is a great accomplishment with a lot of fantastic moments. Congrats, and here's to the memories.
Chris and Amy show on KMOX. Amy is out for today, but I've got Hancock and Kelly with me.
Woohoo!
We're
A
here for
pale
the first
imitation of the original. But I ain't much, but I'm all you got.
I think you're great, John, quite frankly.
Well, I'm boosting you for an hour, though.
I appreciate
so
that.
You're even better.
Yeah.
I might make you stick around a little longer than that.
I've got things
You've
to do
got
today.
nothing to do.
I've got things to do today.
It's Friday. What do you have to do?
I need to go invoice my clients.
Oh.
I'll take care of that.
All right. You got that taken care of?
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right, cool.
I'll get a handle.
All right.
Hancock and Kelly with us. And we mentioned the soccer schedule is changing. The MLS season is going to be different in about a year. 2027 is when it'll start. We're going to talk to Diego Gigliani, who is the team president for City SC and the general manager. He'll be with us on the Gas House Gang today. At
now, what's the difference between that and the head hoo-ha
the
that we
sporting
just
director?
Yeah.
I'll get back to you.
All right.
Can you spell that name, Diego?
Diego Gigliani.
There's a lot of vowels in that, that name. I like that. I would have a hard time getting that. By the way, speaking of words you can't spell, Alzheimer's. I spent like 5 minutes in a text message the other day trying to, and I finally just was like, why don't I just Google it to find out how to spell it?
There you go.
Do you know how to spell? How do you spell it?
ALZH.
Well, you just gave him the hard part.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
ZHEIMER.
Sorry. I didn't know it was for me. I thought it was for me too.
You too, yeah.
Okay,
But you know how to spell it?
I can't spell diarrhea.
Really?
No.
Can you spell restaurant?
There's a lot of H's going. There's too many H's in that diarrhea.
Restaurant's hard sometimes.
I always get it confused where the AU goes. Whether it's before the R or after. It's after.
Of course it is.
There's actually only one H in diarrhea.
No, come on.
Now there are like 6 H's.
2 R's though.
There are 6.
There's lots of A's, isn't there?
2 A's, 2 R's,
6 H's.
1 H. I thought there was a bunch of. That's why I can't spell it. I've been trying to stick H's in the.
Well, no, because it starts with an H. That's why. All right, so guys, the Boeing strike finally came to an end.
Yeah,
the union yesterday voted for the new proposal. So Is it a good proposal, Michael? What do you think?
Well, they voted for it, and that's the way.
Now, I guess the question is it a good proposal, or is it we just can't do this any longer?
I think there's probably a combination of both. Let's go back in time. When this first started, the union actually recommended the first contract from the company,
right,
which was soundly defeated. So that was, according to the union, was a good contract. In terms of what it looks like now, I'm sure they tinkered and played with it and put different money in different spots. My understanding is what I've read in the paper is it seems to be generally in the same ballpark as what had originally started. But I think this is going to a larger theme that's happening in the country. We've seen these strikes take place at the auto plants, UPS, and other places. And I think it's this income disparity. And, these are mega corporations, whether it be UPS, Ford, or Boeing, whose CEOs and stockholders are making millions upon millions of dollars, literally $20 and $30 million a year. And these folks were fighting for a little bit more money in their 401ks, et cetera. And I think this is a long-term narrative, independent of Boeing, that I think will continue to be on the rise in this country with this income disparity that's taking place. And it's hard to argue with workers who are actually out building the products and somebody's sitting in an office and wherever they sit making $20 and $30 million talking about how your labor is too expensive.
Well, and the other thing to keep in mind here is that my understanding the last several votes were quite close.
Yep.
Right. So there was an awful lot of those workers who for a month at least, or maybe two, were happy with the contract that they had, but it wasn't 50% plus one, but it was a healthy 47%.
I'm glad it's over with, particularly for St. Louis. We have this new program on the horizon, the F-47, which will be the replacement and, for the Joint Strike Fighter. We're still building the F-15 and F-18 here in St. Louis. Those planes were built before and created before we were even alive. And so long-term, the prospect of jobs and opportunity out out at that airport with Boeing is great. If you just look at previous programs that have been here for decades upon decades, we're about to start another one. That's a good thing.
So we just had this strike, and unions are probably not what they once were. If we go back 20, 30 years, unions were a bit stronger. They've weakened a bit in recent decades. So will there be a resurgence of them? How do you see the future of unions?
My dad used to tell me, Michael, the biggest day for the AFL-CIO was the day that it was merged and founded. And if you go and look at union population since the day that the AFL-CIO was founded, it's shrunk. And what's interesting is you kind of passively made a reference that the 80s and the 90s may have been the good old days for organized labor. They sure didn't feel it during that time. I'd argue that the good old days may be right now for organized labor. We have both political parties who are out advocating for workers. We're seeing record contracts passed. We're seeing
you mentioned Josh Hawley earlier.
Yeah.
He picketed with him.
President
Whether
Trump,
it was performative or what, he still
right.
did.
President Trump the other day when the budget shutdown was done, thanked like 5 or 6 different unions. So unions haven't been the focus of this type of conversation in a long time. I think there's an acceptance and an acknowledgement on both sides of the aisle that unions help set the pay rate for this entire country. And I think it could be the good old days right now that the politicians all seem to be wanting to court and organize labor.
Yeah, when I was coming up in politics, the unions were a 90-10 proposition for the Democrats, and as far as political donations, you hardly, if ever, saw union money going to Republican candidates. And that's all changed. And it's changed really because I think the rank and file worker who's doing pretty well, they're making pretty good money out there. I'm talking about the trades, automakers, people like that. They're making good money, and they increasingly have been voting Republican going back to the days of Reagan. And for whatever reason, Donald Trump is a very appealing political figure to a lot of folks that work in organized labor, and they've been voting for him.
We've got Hancock and Kelly with us on this Friday. It is the Chris and Amy show. We're glad you are with us. 314-436-7900 to join us. You can do that. Don't forget, because we've got our 100th anniversary show, 11/20.
Can't
That
wait.
is Thursday coming up here, November 20th. I keep saying it's our anniversary show. It's an anniversary day. The entire day is going to be just, you need to tune in. I could be on at any time. John could be on at any time.
Do you know what's coming?
Yes.
Oh, you do?
I don't know the entire lineup. I know when I'm participating, but everything is all different. So you're just going to have to listen from morning until night. Yeah, you might be. You might be separated. Actually, no. I hope they keep you together.
Gotta keep Hancock and Kelly together.
I need the two of you together. So for that, leave us a voice message on the Odyssey app. Tell us your KMOX memory. You might get to hear it in the days leading up to it. It is the Chris and Amy Show on KMOX.
Hey guys, Dave Glover here from the Dave Glover Show. So, what is my show? My show is 4 different people living 4 different lives, all coming together every day between 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. to talk about life, actual life, not so much headlines or did you see what Trump did today or XYZ. Never predictable because I never know what I'm going to talk about from one segment to the next. So it truly is unique and unpredictable. Join us.
104.1 FM, KMOX. Now, KMOX weather from the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Desk.
Mostly sunny and 64 today. You got to be kidding me. The high is going to be 80? Come on.
Sponsored by the Moolah Shrine Center Festival of Trees.
I want to invite you to the Moolah Festival of Trees. Come see over 40 of the best decorated trees you'll ever see. Adult tickets are only $2 and kids under 12 are free. November 22nd through the 29th at the Moolah Shrine Center.
It's time for a $98 furnace tune-up. This special alert is for all Americans who own a vehicle. If you have a warranty that's about to expire or no warranty coverage at all, this message is for you. It's time to stop worrying about future car repairs today. Your vehicle is essential, but unexpected breakdowns can derail your plans and your wallet. It's time to future-proof your ride with CarShield. CarShield offers a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that saves drivers thousands from out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Imagine if your engine quits or your transmission fails. You could pay a fraction of the repair cost. This protection plan is at an all-time low, and to give you even more peace of mind, drivers who activate today also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Don't wait for a breakdown to drain your savings. Future-proof your car with CarShield today and drive with confidence. Call CarShield for your free quick quote. Call 800-908-8646. That's 800-908-8646. What do you have to lose? Call 800-908-8646. That's 800-908-8646. Again, 800-908-8646.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at endurancewarranty.com.
This is an announcement to all United States vehicle owners who own a 2003 or newer vehicle with a manufacturer's warranty about to expire or no warranty coverage at all. With a struggling economy and the cost of living on the rise, Endurance is now offering an affordable, low-cost vehicle coverage plan to the general public. As of today, you could be one of millions of drivers that now may qualify to have your vehicle protected under this coverage and have all future covered auto repairs paid directly to the repair shop for you. You pick your plan. You pick your deductible. You even pick the repair shop. Roadside service, towing, and rental coverage is included. Get your vehicle protected now and save your wallet from costly vehicle repairs. A toll-free number has been established for you to call for your free 5-minute quote and to see if you qualify. The number to call is 800-693-3109. 800-693-3109. Again, that's 800-693-3109.
You could think you found your dream home online. The kitchen island looks perfect for your inner chef. The backyard, a paradise for your green thumb. And that extra room, hello walk-in closet. But here's the twist. The lot next door just got rezoned for years of construction. And this sound, yeah, you're going to be hearing a lot of that. Don't let your dream home turn into a nightmare. Work with the expertise and ethical training of a Realtor, here to guide and help protect you from the surprises you didn't see coming. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors, right by you.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things, people, Love.
Chesterfield Valley Nursery invites you to make your own live holiday decor this year in our Winter Planter class happening on November 22nd. Sign up today on our website or Facebook. Learn how to put together a live evergreen porch planter. Registration required. Spots fill up fast. Visit ChesterfieldValleyNursery.com. That's November 22nd. ChesterfieldValleyNursery.com to register.
When storms hit, survival comes first. Now that life is settling, Show Me Hope Missouri is here for you with free, confidential support. Counselors help with stress, coping skills, and connect to resources. If the St. Louis tornado impacted you, visit mostshowmehope.org from Missouri Department of Mental Health.
Saturday night, it's men's Billikens basketball as they face Grand Canyon. Pre-game 6:45, tip at 7 on 104.1 FM KMOX.
What is this, Yes or something?
No, that's the Grateful Dead. How insulting.
This is the Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are the hardest days. Don't you worry anymore.
Is it Jerry Garcia in there?
Well, when life looks like easy street, there is danger. This is St. John's Band, or Uncle
No.
John's Band. You'll love it. Good tune.
Do you love it too?
No.
What's wrong?
I mean, this piece is fine.
This piece.
Yeah.
You like the arrangement?
Yeah, it's a nice piece.
I'm surprised, being a kid of the 70s, you never got into the
Well, I
Dead.
did. I had my phase. Grew out of it quickly.
Yeah.
I prefer more art rock.
So what was the song that was playing when we went to break? 'Cause
Starship Trooper.
Who was that?
Yes.
That's Yes.
Yes.
Because, I mean, you were doing a little air guitar.
I was.
And when I think of you and your musical tastes, I don't think guitar at all. It's all, piano or
Keyboards,
harpsichord, whatever.
Yeah.
It's
You ever played a harpsichord?
No.
It's got to be
fun,
the
man.
same.
Well, but the sound, it's harpsichord's cool. It's
Is
a
that
cool
the thing
instrument.
that we used to have like in music class when we were kids, and it's on flat, and you would take? It
No.
looked like a
That's a xylophone.
xylophone.
No,
Yeah.
harpsichord's like Adam's Family.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
What about tell them who we had on today? Renaissance. I
Yeah.
never even heard of them.
Yeah.
Have you
Annie
ever heard of
Haslam.
Renaissance?
I don't know what you're
Oh,
talking
we
about.
did a whole 5-minute interview, buddy. We got deep into them, didn't we?
Yeah. She was great.
What's her song?
Annie Haslam. I like what's it called? Moscow.
Mother Russia?
Mother Russia. That's it.
Oh, what?
It's an homage to Alexander Solzhenitsyn, the Russian dissident of the 1970s.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know?
Well,
who-
I mean, I know what that is. I just don't know the artist you're talking about.
Oh yeah, Renaissance. They're good.
I got a humble brag that'll make you all jealous.
You met Bono.
Well, I met Bono, but
You did?
Yes, I can tell you that story, but that's not my humble brag.
All right.
Okay.
Thanksgiving week on that Monday night, I'm going to Chicago to see Paul McCartney and a Beatle play. My mom and I are going to go see Paul McCartney in Chicago. Either
Wow.
of you ever seen Paul McCartney live?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
He's only got a few more shows, right?
Well, yeah.
And he's gonna be done.
I would assume. I mean, he's 83 years old. I think any day he could be done.
Oh,
But I mean,
geez.
he's a modern day.
but
Mozart's walking around. You got to go see him. You know,
he's still quite active on stage, though. I mean, the guy's in great shape.
right?
He's
But any
maintained
day
his
we could all
chops.
go.
Well, yeah.
And the actuarial table shows that once you hit 80, it's probably a little tougher. So I want to make sure I see him, because who knows if he's going to be out again the year after next.
So you met Bono, and I know that there's this thing about Bono. People hate him, and I get it. I understand why he would. Yeah, he's a little guy.
Oh, I can tell you that story.
But I understand why you would have he'd leave a bad taste in your mouth. I get that.
What?
A lot of
Oh,
people don't like him
okay.
because of his politics, or
Because he plays the role of a rock star.
But I'm going to tell you something. He is one of the great front men in the history of rock bands. I mean, he just objectively is, whether or not you like the music. He was awesome, especially in the 80s and 90s. Unbelievable. And you met him?
Yeah, I put him up there with Mick Jagger and the other great frontmen.
Easily.
And what's also interesting about him, he plays the role of rock star, the sunglasses, the blah, blah, blah. He's not, he gets that he's playing the role, and he uses celebrity for good. He uses his celebrity for good, which I'm impressed by. So 2004 Democratic Convention, Boston at the Garden. backstage, Congressman Gephardt, local politician who had ran for president, gotten defeated in that primary, was getting ready to give his concession speech. So we're about an hour away from it behind stage. So I stepped out of the room. Mr. Gephardt and his wife, Jane, were having a final moment. And with that, my buddy nudges me and he says, "Hey, there's your boy Bono." And I look, Ranj, to the left down this hall, and I can see Senator Kennedy, and I can see all these people. I don't see Bono. And I was like, "Dude, don't play jokes on me. Like, this is the only human being I really want to meet." And he goes, "Mike, he's right next to you." So I'm looking again, and I'm looking down the hall. Chris, when I tell you the guy, he and I were
5'6".
shoulder to shoulder, and I was looking over his head. And so I nudged him and I said, "Hey, Bono." And he goes, "Is Mr. Gephardt in there?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Could I meet him?" And I said, "Absolutely." So I go in to Mr. Gephardt and I was like, "Hey, Bono's coming." And he wound up making the introduction happen, etc. It was really special. But the man is literally like 5'6", and then he wears platform shoes. I'm 6'3". When I look to my left, I couldn't see him. I was looking over his head. That's how short he is.
When I was at, it was CBS Radio, so the same company.
Oh, you met him?
No, well,
Oh,
not
okay.
exactly. So it was Odyssey Chicago when I was working there at the sports station. There's a rock station called XRT, and it's a really big, well-known if you're in that world.
The K-She of Chicago.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is. And they've been around 50 years or something like that. Alternative station is what it started as. Well, they were really big in the country, helping U2 break in back in the early 80s. They played a lot of their stuff. So U2 would play live in Chicago a lot, come through the station. So XRT, a lot of the same DJs when I worked there had been there back in the early 80s. Lynn Bramer and Terry Hemmert. These are like legendary DJs. And so a buddy, and we shared a studio with XRT. Their door to their actual studio was right next to our door. So my buddy, I'm working at night, and my buddy says, "Hey, everybody's buzzing around here because they say a big rock band's coming through, and U2 was in town." And he's like, "I think it's U2." And I'm like, "Okay, I'll be there early." So I came in early, and I'm telling you, so we're at the station. The entire band comes up to do an interview with XRT. They brought their security team, and the security team did not let us get near them at all.
I bet.
So we are all, and it was just our office. It wasn't like 100 people. It was like 20. And we're all kind of crowded around the studio door, and they come out, and their big Irish security team is blocking us from them. But then they came out and they shook hands a little bit. I didn't get a handshake. He brushed my hand.
That was
it.
There's only 3 of them in that band, right?
No, it's 4.
There's 4 of them. You got that one guy in the corner,
Larry,
going.
Adam, and
so Larry, the drummer. I'm in. It was about 2009. Yeah. Thanksgiving. I'm in New York with my lady friend at the time. And Thanksgiving Day, we're walking around Central Park, the morning, early afternoon, and I see this guy in a trench coat with cool boots, and he's walking toward us. Got a couple of kids with him. There's a woman with him, and he's scolding the children. And we get closer, and I said to my girlfriend, "Oh my God, that's Larry Mullen Jr."
Wow,
he was the drummer.
Yeah,
and so it was just, you've got these rock stars that you've built up in your minds.
Right.
And it's really hard to realize they've got actual
lives,
day-to-day lives, and their kids don't care who they are. And so they're brats. It was the best. He's yelling at his children to calm down. It was one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
I went on a trip. This has been the last 5 or 6 years ago. Went down to St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Yeah.
And there's an island down there called Mystique. And on that island lives, that's where Mick Jagger lives. And so we're spending a day on Mystique Island, maybe longer.
Is that owned by the British Crown?
It was at one time. Okay. Now it's like a private island that homes are on, and you can rent them. And Kim Kardashian, I noticed, was there the other day and stayed at a house I'm familiar with. But anyway, while I'm there, we're at this little shop. And sure enough, in walks Mick Jagger. Now, it's understood that he lives on the island. Nobody bothers him. There's only like 60 homes on the island. He walked in. So we're in this little shop. And he had his baby with him. I thought it was his grandchild, but it was his baby. He was 80 years old at the time, had the baby, or close to 80. But he, what I remember most about him is the mouth. I mean, he's so thin, it feels like his entire jaw is coming out like an alien out of his body at you. Right? Mick Jagger. I mean, is there a bigger rock star? Maybe Bono than, those two are the biggest.
Well, I mean, right now.
And they're both short.
Yeah, speaking of short, I've got like 3 cool moments in my whole life.
Here they are.
And
we're hearing all about them right
You heard
now.
one. The other one was when I worked for the Sox. One of the clubhouse guys said, "Hey, we're going out after the game," because Eddie Vedder had from Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
Eddie had I don't know if he had thrown out first pitch, but he's really close with Chris Chelios. Remember the Blackhawks player? And my buddy, who's the clubhouse guy, said, "Hey, we're going out after this game," because Eddie was down in the clubhouse. So I'm like, "All right, I'll meet you there." We go to this bar in Gold Coast.
Okay.
It's called The Lodge. And so there's this back room, which is kind of a hallway where they let the cool people hang out. So we're back there. Eddie's back there. Chelios, all these people. And then one of my friends who's a cop knew Eddie really well, just from him coming to Chicago all the time. He's like, "Hey, come over here. Let's get a picture." So we're taking pictures. We're talking. We're doing all this stuff. Eddie is tiny.
Yep.
He is so short. And so we take a photo because we're talking. We're talking about baseball and all the stadiums he likes and whatever. And so then we take a photo, and he goes, "Hey, man, just do me a favor and don't put this on Facebook." I was like, "Okay, all right, I won't." And then, the night goes on. We're still talking, and he's like, "Hey, that photo." This is like an hour later. He said, "That photo, please just don't put it on Facebook."
Wow.
And I couldn't figure out why. And I'm like, is it because he's kind of intoxicated and he doesn't want anybody to see it? And I realize I am so much taller than he is. I looked like he looked like he was my child with a beard. And so then I have the photo. I just
didn't put it on Facebook.
I did not. I respected Eddie Vedder's wishes. So
just when you meet,
very, very tall of you.
When you meet people and rock stars, because they're
he's
on a
like
stage
5'7", man.
in a
He's little.
spotlight, we vision them to be these huge things.
Right.
I remember the first time I met Bill O'Reilly, the guy that used to be on Fox.
Yeah, we had him
I
on
had
a
no
couple of weeks
idea
ago.
he's almost like 7 foot tall.
Yeah, he's a tall guy. Yeah,
but
I
when
knew
you
that.
see him on TV, you think he could be as tall as Tom Cruise. You don't know, and all of a sudden he stood up, and I was like, "That man's 7 foot tall." David Letterman is 6'6", 6'7". I mean, I had no idea he was that tall when we met him. So, like, with these celebrities are either tall or short, it throws your mind off.
It does. When everybody's on
I don't
stage,
spend much time thinking about it.
Yeah.
Well, you don't?
No.
Well, when you confront it. Have you ever run into Orlando Pace around town?
Yeah, he was on my flight.
Yeah.
He's a
and
big
then you
dude.
realize, holy cow, look at how tall he is. Like, we're tall.
How tall do you think
Orlando Pace is huge.
How tall is Scott Joplin?
Short. He was 5'8".
See?
Yep.
All
Short guy.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise
Short
is
and
like
very
that
soft
size,
spoken.
isn't he?
Huh?
Tom Cruise is like that size.
Yeah.
Short guy.
Yeah.
Our own Bob Costas.
Yeah, my dad was really tall, like 6'4". And they ran into Bob Costas at Lambert one time. Just this was 20 years ago,
Right.
probably.
Yeah.
My dad was a big guy, and Bob's not. And Bob walked by, and it surprised my father, and he didn't know what to say, and he yelled really loud and pointed at him, "Bob Costas!" And it scared him. Yeah.
Hey,
I once stuffed a Bob Costas shot on the basketball court.
Well,
that's true.
And then you touched the net, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Before you go here, what you have had a chance to interview Bob Costas before?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. On the
If you
phone.
ever get another chance, would you ask this particular question for me?
Okay, let me write it down.
The LeBron Michael Jordan question.
Oh, the debate?
I want to know where he falls
Nobody wants
because I
to-
think
he's gonna say Michael.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'd like to hear him because he's so eloquent to make that argument. It'd be helpful to me when I go to Thanksgiving and Christmas and I'm dealing with my little nieces and nephews who think LeBron is the greatest of all time. I want to be able to put them in line.
I think you could make a case for Oscar Robertson if you want to know the truth.
Yeah. Well, look, kids don't know anything.
That's
Yeah.
true.
You can't take their opinion.
Ask Costas that question. Let him do it in his eloquent way.
Hancock and Kelly with us on this Friday. Still another segment to go. John Hancock's going to hang out with me, though,
That's
until
what they
12
say.
o'clock on the
Yeah.
Chris and Amy show. And, folks, get ready. here in Missouri. FanDuel, which is America's #1 sports book, is coming soon. December 1st, new customers in Missouri can get up to $300 in bonus bets when you make your first $5 bet. From touchdowns to home runs to three-pointers, with FanDuel, any play can be the play of the game. And you can use an app that is super safe, it is secure, and it is very easy to use. FanDuel is the best way to game day coming to Missouri. Here's what you need to do. Just go to FanDuel.com/Missouri, and then you will be all set to bet when FanDuel goes live December 1st. That's FanDuel.com/Missouri to get the app. Play your game with FanDuel, the #1 rated sportsbook app. Must be 21 or over and present in Missouri. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Offer starts 12/1/2025. Excludes customers who redeem pre-launch sign-up offer. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit fanduel.com/RG.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-555-2085. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-555-2085. That's 800-555-2085. For $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with, call Big Lou at 800-555-2085.
Help KMOX make the holiday season brighter for St. Louis area children by supporting TSO Tuesdays, benefiting Sightman kids at St. Louis Children's Hospital. On Tuesdays, Sugar Fire will donate a portion of their TSO Tuesday special to Sightman kids at St. Louis Children's Hospital. And don't miss Trans-Siberian Orchestra, The Ghosts of Christmas Eve at Enterprise Center, December 23rd at 3 p.m. Get your tickets today for this holiday tradition. All you need to know at KMOX.com.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions and bring you a special Black Friday offer.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install a Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/deal. And now, as a special Black Friday offer, you can get a free gutter inspection, plus up to 35% off. This is our best offer of the season. Unlock it now at leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
In the last 20 years or so, have you all had buy a replacement refrigerator, washer, dryer, dishwasher after 20 years, 25 years, and then replace with a new one in the last year, like 1 or 2 or 3 years? I have. I had a refrigerator 9 years old, so I asked the appliance tech, do I need to get the real high-end stuff? And his response to me was, there's no difference in the very expensive stuff and to what you have right here. The only difference is they make them look different, and they all break the same way. The only difference being the high-end parts are extremely expensive. So if you need a furnace or an air conditioner or both, call me, Bart Inman. One easy number, Missouri and Illinois, 314-293-2600, or on the internet, bartinman.com. That's Bart with a B, Inman with an I.com.
Chris and Amy now. The Dave Glover Show at 1 on the voice of St. Louis, KMOX.
Chris and Amy show. No Amy today. John Hancock's in. Michael Kelly's with us for just a little bit longer here on this Friday. Hope you're having a great day. It's going to be warm today.
Yeah, it is.
And it's going to be warm tomorrow. Ugh, it's not supposed to be. It's mid-November. Let's cool it with this hot weather
I don't
crap
mind
in
it.
the middle of November.
A little warmth out there.
So
14 days away from Thanksgiving. 13 days. Think about that.
let me ask you one political question before we go away. This is a great way to end the Friday, don't you think?
Yep.
So yesterday, our very own Sean Malone, KMOX reporter, was covering a food drive that Cori Bush was at. And we've got Congressman Wesley Bell on the show today at 11 o'clock, part of our football pick'em. And he's our celebrity guest for today. And he, took her seat in the last election, and she has chosen to run for that seat back. What would the momentum look like, or is there momentum? And I know it's a long way off before that election happens again, but would she have a real shot of taking that seat back?
I don't think so. I think she'll give him a challenge. I don't see her being able to raise the resources to make the argument. She wasn't necessarily one of the stars of the squad, and I just can't see her pulling it together. Plus, I think her time may have passed her by in terms of her chance in the spotlight. Wesley Bell's present. In fact, he's on your show. We could never get Cori Bush to come on the radio with us back in the day. And I think Wesley Bell has got himself out there in a pretty moderate common sense place, and he'll get reelected.
Yeah, I would expect that to be the case too. The national money that fused her rise is not likely to be there for her, I wouldn't think. If it is, if she somehow gets a pile of money, then I think she, in theory, could win that thing.
So I thought that maybe the political winds had changed, but they're always changing, right? So maybe by the time of the election, it could be a little bit different. But how well do you think, Michael, he has done since he's been in office? It hasn't been very long, but what's your feeling on it?
Well, I think that's just it. He's been there less than a year. I can only judge him on what I've seen to this point. He's a member of the minority party, so he's going up there to vote no difference than what we saw with Cori Bush. But the thing that I've noticed most about him is that he seems to be present. There's interviews that are taking place. I've seen him at ribbon cuttings. I've seen him at food drives during the tornado. Unfortunately, the only time the constituents from my perception saw Cori Bush was when she was grabbing national headlines around the country.
She was, as I mentioned, at a food drive yesterday. It wasn't hers, but it was a food drive that she attended. That'll be an interesting race.
And you got to look at the progressive voter is, they make up an awful lot of space in those Democratic primaries, and this is a primary election. I wouldn't rule her out. I think Wesley Bell wins. Don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't rule her out.
All right. I guess you're leaving, huh, Michael?
Yes, I've got to go do some work before I meet up with my friend John a little later after he gets off the radio.
Yeah.
Are you going to be on Fox 2 again?
Yeah, you can see us every Sunday morning at 8:30 on Fox 2 right here in St. Louis.
Man, that is so
Hancock
early
and
on a
Kelly,
Sunday.
the TV show.
Yeah, people come from inches around just to see us.
Well, you don't have to get up. You can lay in bed and watch us.
When you go into the Fox 2 studios, do people like, oh my gosh, look, it's Hancock and Kelly?
No.
I get it all the time.
Do you?
Hey, you're Hancock and Kelly. Where's the Hancock?
Yeah, they like Hancock.
I'm teasing. Mostly what I get is, where's John? Like, I'm at the grocery store. Where's John? Like, we would go grocery shopping together,
I think you guys should.
Yeah.
I'm for it.
You should go grocery shopping.
love
Go to
grocery
Schnucks
shopping.
together.
Prices are down, John. Prices are down. Just look. Don't believe your lying eyes.
I think we got a break here, don't we?
Yeah. Hancock is with me. Michael Kelly is out.
He's
See you,
leaving.
buddy. John Hancock, Chris Ranji. Hour 2 is next. We will talk to Scott Jagow from the KMOX newsroom. He'll roam St. Louis and tell us all about it.
Let me tell you one of the reasons I think we became the largest injury firm in the world, and it's not even close. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. My wife and I had a plan early on. In our firm, our lawyers only work on certain types of cases. Our products liability and dangerous drug lawyers only work on those cases. Same for car crashes, workers' compensation, medical malpractice, and insurance disputes. Our thinking is for these lawyers to focus on one area of the law and live it and breathe it. Power comes from knowledge. Many lawyers do everything, jack of all trades. Not us. And we don't charge an hourly rate. You only pay us if we win. If you want to hire us, it's easy. Dial Pound Law on your cell phone, pound 529, or visit forthepeople.com on your phone or computer from the comfort of your own home. Let us get to work for you. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. Ever wonder why Big Wireless wants you on an unlimited plan? They probably want you to cover the cost of those 20-somethings using all that data every month. But most people 50 and up like me only use 12 gigs or less. Don't get bamboozled by Big Wireless. Switch to Consumer Cellular. Our plans start at just $20, and we use the same towers as the big guys. Join the millions who choose something better, because if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com/facts, or a store near you. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com, because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, ETHOS, ethos.com/life.
Celebrating 100 years of informing and entertaining. KMOX AM St. Louis, KMOX FM Hazelwood, the voice of St. Louis.
I'm Dr. Colleen Bosler with the Audiology Center, and I'm talking with my associate, Dr. Adam Voss. What happens to a person's brain when they ignore their hearing loss?
There is such a strong connection between the ear and the brain. Ignoring your hearing loss can cause the brain to become lazy and the speech areas in the brain to shrink. This is partially why you can hear the words, but you cannot understand them. If a hearing loss goes untreated for too long, it may cause an irreversible change in the brain. It is incredibly important to have your hearing screened at 60 or older, or sooner if you're noticing difficulty. And the sooner someone treats their hearing loss, the better and quicker their brain will adapt to hearing sound again. Studies show that those who get hearing aids, even with a mild hearing loss, are much more successful hearing aid users as compared to those that wait longer.
So call us today to get your comprehensive hearing evaluation with one of our doctors, 636-441-7470, or visit us online, theaudiologycenterstl.com.
At 10 o'clock, sunny skies and 66 degrees downtown at the Arch. Good morning, I'm Scott Jagow. Our top story this hour, thousands of documents released by the House Oversight Committee offer a new glimpse into Jeffrey Epstein's relationships with business executives, reporters, and politicians. They include emails over the course of a decade until his arrest on federal sex trafficking charges in 2019. Epstein's network was eclectic, spanning the globe and the political spectrum. The emails do not implicate his contacts in crime. Meanwhile, the BBC has issued a formal apology to President Trump over a 2024 broadcast.
President Trump's lawyers stated a documentary aired on the BBC about the January 6th riot at the U.S. Capitol was false and defamatory. In its apology, the network says an edit of the president's speech unintentionally created the mistaken impression that he made a, quote, direct call for violent action, unquote. It adds, quote, while the BBC sincerely regrets the manner in which the video clip was edited, we strongly disagree there is a basis for a defamation claim, unquote. Trump had demanded an apology and threatened to file a $1 billion lawsuit against the British broadcaster. Linda Kenyon, CBS News, the White House.
Illinois Senator Dick Durbin is defending his vote to end the recent government shutdown. Capital News Illinois reporting that congressional Democrats are criticizing Durbin's support of the plan because it doesn't extend subsidies for the Affordable Health Care Act. But Durbin says he couldn't justify continuing a shutdown that was affecting so many people's lives.
Millions of individuals were denied paychecks, were unable to feed their family, were denied SNAP benefits to give children and the disabled and the elderly assistance in their food. I think that is the crudest form of a political weapon that I can imagine.
The Business Desk is sponsored by Krentz Financial Group, KFGadvisors.com. NVIDIA, Bitcoin, and other Wall Street high flyers are falling back to earth today. The S&P 500 sank about 1% this morning. It's bounced back up a little bit, coming off one of its worst days since the springtime sell-off. The Dow dropped 582 points. That's come up a bit, and the NASDAQ composite fell 1.5%. Meanwhile, shareholders of Union Pacific and Norfolk Southern have supported an $85 billion rail merger. Now your weather forecast.
Mostly sunny today and turning noticeably warmer with a high around 80. The record is 81 from 1971. Cleared this evening, then partly cloudy later tonight. Breezy and very mild, though, 58 to 62. Breezy and unseasonably warm tomorrow with clouds and some sun in the morning and plenty of sunshine in the afternoon. Tomorrow's high 77. The record 81 set in 1971. Sunday mostly sunny and much cooler. The high 61. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Desk, I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Joe Lundberg on 104.1 FM KMOX.
Right now it's 69 in St. Peter's and Florissant, 66 downtown. I'm Scott Jagow, KMOX News.
This report is sponsored by Metro Transit.
Looks like autumn has arrived, and all fall long, a Metro Transit Day Pass is still just $5, which makes you just one click away from your one-day mental health fall getaway. Plan your trip at metrostlouis.org.
The Chris and Amy Show on 104.1 FM KMOX.
Chris and Amy Show, Hour 2. No Amy. John Hancock, though, is here. Chris
Here I am.
Ramji. Hello. Let's do this. Scott Jagow joins us every Friday
Love this
at 10
segment, by
o'clock.
the way.
Oh, he's
I always listen to this segment when I pull out of here on
You do?
Fridays. Yes.
Boy, this is well, I mean, you kind of have to because you're leaving, and that's what's on when you leave.
Well, but
All
there's
right.
more than one radio station.
Well, Scott
That's
Jagow
true.
is here. So you've been roaming St. Louis this week?
Yes, I always roam St. Louis every week.
Every week.
That's what he does.
A new place that
What if
just
one week
opened
you
up.
just didn't roam?
Well, I mean, every once in a while, I take a week off of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done probably 150 places.
Yeah.
This segment's 3 years old now.
Wow.
And
Every Sunday.
every Sunday morning. And so this week, I got a tip on a new place that just opened up by the Kranzberg Arts Foundation.
yes.
It's called the Key Burger Bar and Boogie. So it is a combination burger joint and dance hall
Nice.
with a Cuban flair.
Oh,
Wow.
They serve one interesting item. They serve key lime toasted raviolis. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm.
Key
I didn't.
lime,
I
you
have not
didn't
tried
try
them
it.
yet.
Okay.
So the stuffing is key lime.
Yeah.
And the outside is a ravioli.
is it intended to be like a salty sweet kind of thing, or is it?
I think so. I think it's just
Interesting.
trying to
I'd be up.
give a little new
try it.
flavor to toasted ravioli. Yeah, I totally would try it. I did have their buffalo chicken tacos. They were good. And the dance hall is really cool. It's this month, Friday and Saturday nights, free to get in.
Wow.
And they have shows both Friday and Saturday every week.
Live music.
Live music, all local.
So where is this?
It's in the Grand Center Arts District / Midtown, right where all the Kranzberg Arts Foundation stuff is.
Jazz St. Louis is over there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and a new club called Sovereign, which is more attracting national touring acts. It's also part of the Kranzberg Foundation in conjunction with the old Rock House. So that's pretty new,
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
That's like a block away.
Nancy Kranzberg was my first political opponent.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny. They've done a lot for this community, particularly when it comes to the arts. And they took this.
Great family.
They bought, they bought these old buildings from SLU. SLU was just going to tear them down, so they've turned them into this burger bar and dance hall. So I think it's a cool addition to the neighborhood there. And Chris Hansen, who's with the Kranzberg Arts Foundation,
He's the
a
one
huge-
that
he's a big smash guy, burger guy.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's why he wanted to have one in his neighborhood.
Not the guy who catches pedophiles. That's not that guy.
No,
that's a different Chris Hansen. Okay.
Yes, that is definitely
Because it used to be if you saw Chris Hansen, you did something.
You were in
not
big
right.
trouble.
Yeah.
Right. So not that guy. All right. And so you spoke to the owners of the place or
I spoke
proprietors?
to the general manager. Yeah.
Okay. And they are it's open year round. It's not like just for the next couple of months.
No, yeah,
kind of
it
thing?
just opened. But yeah, it's year round. So that's what I did for roaming St.
That
Louis.
sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's a cool place. I think you should go check it out.
All right.
Chat with Stu Mac, we discussed the Gettysburg Address.
Ah, yes.
I figured this might be up John Hancock's alley.
Yes.
Because one of the 5 copies of the Gettysburg Address is on display in Springfield right now. The Lincoln Museum.
Uh-huh.
And it's through December 1st. And on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, it's going to be free to get into the museum and see it. And so both of us, Stu and I, just kind of went through some facts about the Gettysburg Address that maybe not everyone knows. I'm sure John Hancock knows most of them, but I thought it was fascinating that, do you know how long the Gettysburg Address was?
2 minutes and 3 seconds.
Okay. Yeah. How many words?
I don't know.
Okay, I got you there.
Yeah.
272 words. But it was preceded by a speech that was
lasted forever.
2 hours long.
Boring.
Yeah.
Hey.
Edward Everett.
Yeah.
Edward Everett was the former Harvard president, former Secretary of State. They actually delayed the Gettysburg event at the cemetery because he wanted more time to work on his 2-hour speech.
Yeah.
After he heard Lincoln's address, he said, he wrote a letter to Lincoln and said, I wish I could have done what you did in 2 minutes in my 2 hours. I didn't even come close to catching the theme of the moment.
Yeah.
And Churchill later said it was the greatest speech of all time. The 2 minute.
A lot of people believe
Yeah.
that. And, that battle saved the country because the North would have lost, I think, would have lost the Civil War had the South taken Gettysburg and gone into the North and won a major battle like that. The will to fight in the North was really waning. And when that thing turned on the second day at Little Round Top, Joshua Lawrence Chamberlain, when he held that ground on the second day, it really changed the course of American history right there on that little hill.
And weren't they out of bullets?
Yeah, he was out of.
I think so. I think they had to use their
fixed
bayonets. Yeah,
that was his command, and what he had left, and he had emptied out. He was taking deserters to Washington for court-martial, and he had a whole wagon full of these deserters in chains. And he went back and he said, "Will you fight with us today?" And they said they would, and he let them go. And they came up and they fought on the hill. It lost a whole lot of men. They survived 5 consecutive charges up the hill by the South. Just a remarkable moment.
War is so different than it was now than it was back then.
Yeah.
Well, back then when that war started, were they not getting picnics together and watching because people didn't know how brutal it was going to be? They thought it'd be a show.
Yeah.
So they're having picnics on the hill and watching
at McLean's place there for the first Battle of Bull Run, Manassas, and then it ended at McLean's place at Appomattox Courthouse. Fascinating.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Maddie over here is hitting boring buttons.
No. I
You
do
got to
like the
learn your
Gettysburg
history.
Address.
Huh?
I know a little bit about that actually.
Do you?
The Gettysburg Address?
Yeah.
We had to memorize it when I was in grade school. We had to recite it.
I remember hearing about Everett
Oh,
telling
yeah?
Lincoln that he said more in those 2 minutes
Yep.
than he did in those 2
Okay.
hours. I remember hearing about that in school. I always thought that stood out to me.
All right. Yeah. So anyway,
I
it's-
was saying Everett's speech was boring.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
The
Yeah.
2 hour
Well,
speech.
2
Come
hour
on, wrap
speech.
it up,
That's
pal.
what I meant. Yeah.
Okay.
Wrap it up.
Like going to a Trump rally.
Oh, it's just on and on and on. But he wasn't speaking off the
And
cuff.
then after Lincoln was assassinated, Senator Charles Sumner of Massachusetts said, because Lincoln during the speech says something like, people probably won't remember my words.
People
or something.
will little know nor long remember what we say here today.
And Sumner basically said Lincoln was wrong.
Yeah.
He said no one is ever going to forget that speech. And that was in 1865 that he said that.
Right.
Many, many decades before Churchill proclaimed it the best speech ever. And that's Winston Churchill, one of the best orators ever.
Yeah.
So
just the entire conflict it's unbelievable and fascinating. And even how it started, the fact that the South was so positive that Lincoln was going to do away with slavery and he had no intention of touching it. That wasn't going to be a thing. That wasn't one of his priorities, but they were positive he was going to do it. So they basically started the war because they were petulant children and thought they were going to lose something that he had no intention of going after in the first place. And then they forced his hand into doing it. So we had this long, bloody battle because the South couldn't get their crap together.
Well, and they thought they were going to win. They thought it would
Yeah.
be quick, and they thought the North wouldn't fight. And in fact, the North didn't fight. Under McClellan, it just marched his troops around.
And the number of Americans that died in the Civil War dwarfs any other war that we've had in terms of numbers. Yeah, combined. All other wars combined. It's incredible and a sad, but also a sort of bittersweet moment in history because of what came after it.
Sure.
And the progress that we made.
Well, and I'm gonna need somebody to tell me that I need some proof that anything good comes from the South. So let me know. Get back to me when you can.
So 3 good things.
3 good things.
Yeah,
yes.
buddy.
I've already got my idea because I'm digging through the KMOX archives.
Oh, nice.
How can you not?
Because
next
11/20
week,
day.
I know next week is not the official anniversary, but it's the day we're celebrating it because it's 11/20. And then, of course, Christmas Eve is the literal 100th. But for 3 good things, I'm going to just kind of give my perspective on working at this place. I've only been here for 3 years, so only a 3% part of the history.
What kind of shape are the archives in?
They're actually not bad at all. Dave King has kept them up.
Yeah.
And, in the newsroom, you can go on the computer there and dig through them. And it's usually labeled by date and by name.
Wow.
So Joe Buck, 1973, dugout interview or whatever. So I'm just kind of going through it and just trying to celebrate this radio station and the impact it's had, not only on St. Louis, but the entire country.
Oh, yeah.
Because so many people could hear it at night, especially years ago. The coach for the Tar Heels, Roy Williams, back when he was the
Big
coach.
KMOX guy.
Huge Cardinals fan because he listened in North Carolina, which I found.
John Grisham, the author. Big KMOX listener because he could get the signal down.
That's right. The all the law books.
Yeah.
Like The Firm.
Yeah.
You've seen The Firm?
I know who John Grisham is.
Did you find the Jack Buck dugout show where he interviewed Barney Schultz, the pitching coach?
I haven't gotten that far.
You got it.
Okay, I'll try to find it in there.
Barney Schultz interview.
The
seven ankles. He was either
Barney
drunk
Schultz.
or they said afterwards he had dental surgery that day. But I mean, he starts off fine. And it's what a 2 or 3 minute interview. And by the end of it, I mean, the guy is like, he's lost it. It's funny.
Okay, I'll look
Barney
up that.
Schultz.
Well, the sounder that I play for roaming St. Louis is Jack Buck.
Yeah.
But I found that on YouTube, and I don't think I could find it again, to be honest. I don't even know how I found it. I did a search, and then it came up, and I thought, wow, that is perfect. What's St. Louis got? He just asked that question.
Somebody comes and says, what's St. Louis got?
That guy's voice, so great.
You know what? I would like to know what we have that is the very earliest piece of audio that we have on tape in existence.
Well,
at
in the
station, because I know that I don't believe tape recording was even a thing when the station went on air in 1925.
No. And it was a music station.
They do have
a live orchestra.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's right.
exactly. We do have audio from 1939 in there. Again, there's stuff that's unlabeled, so who knows what else might be in there. But when I was doing a piece about radio in general, I did find a recording from 1925 or 1920. I think it was a Pittsburgh station.
KDKA?
KDKA. So there is stuff out there.
Because I thought that actual tape recording, like reel to reel, that sort of thing, wasn't even a thing until the late 20s. But maybe it was before that. I'm not sure.
I would think that the station would have done a 50th anniversary celebration in the 70s, right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
And they probably have archival stuff in that special.
Do you think about that we are in an era now where everything is recorded?
Yeah.
So 100 years from now, when they look back on this moment, everything will be documented. But now we're talking about 100 years ago from this day, and there just isn't much that's on film or on tape. It's kind of crazy when you think about it that way, that you just can't. We have to picture it for ourselves, fill in the blanks.
Well, radio is partly imagination anyway, so that's kind of fitting.
Yeah.
But I do love finding archival tape, though.
I do too.
Last year, I found that piece of tape of myself at 9 years old.
Oh, that's right.
Doing the news from my bedroom. It was it's gold to me. I just love hearing a recording and thinking, wow, that was 1979. Or I was listening to America the Beautiful broadcast on KMOX from 1964.
Yeah.
And the announcers saying we're celebrating the July 4th, 1964. And just thinking I wasn't even born then.
That's just good stuff, man.
Barely.
So, we'll be listening in this Sunday.
Yes, always.
Yeah.
3 Good Things, Roaming St. Louis, chat with Stu Mack. When do you get started?
6:30 to 9:30. And then at 10 o'clock, we've got sports on a Sunday morning, the longest running sports radio program in the country.
That's correct.
Hosted by Tom Ackerman. Lots of legends of sports broadcasting have come through here.
Bob Burns and Bob Bragg used to host that program.
Yeah. Bob Costas, people of that ilk. Of course, the Bucks. And it's just, I just love celebrating it and having a chance to be a part of it.
It's pretty
for
cool.
a short period of time.
It's pretty cool. Isn't
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And John Hancock's part of their show too, the Sunday morning. Him and Kelly.
Yeah.
Every week.
Oh, that's right.
All bleary-eyed.
Yeah, oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's right. What time are you on?
7:20.
7:20.
Yeah.
I see you have one of those cool new NFL hats, the Bears. I've seen the coaches wear them.
Yeah, I've got. Yes. I got it.
It looks good
before the season started.
It looks good. The Bears look good.
They don't
I'm ready.
stink.
Well, I'm ready for game day, Scott.
Who you got this week?
The Vikings.
Oh,
the team they never should have lost to in week 1.
Yeah.
The Bills were disgusting.
What is going on?
What happened?
Disgusting.
What is going
Disgraceful.
on with your football team?
I can't explain it. But they'll bounce back.
They better.
They've
been looking like butt, man. Looks terrible.
It was not good.
Scott Jagow, our resident Bills fan, with us. Good luck this weekend.
Hate losing to the Dolphins.
I mean,
the
Dolphins
Dolphins are garbage.
Awful.
Dude. Embarrassing. John Hancock, Chris Ranji, continue the fun today. Thank you for listening in. Scott Jagow will be listening Sunday morning, 6:30 to 9:30 on 104.1 FM KM.
It's the Medicare Advantage annual enrollment period, and Humana knows not everyone has the same needs when picking a Medicare Advantage plan.
Now that I'm retired, I want to enjoy the life I've worked hard to build. So I want a plan that covers me when I'm traveling the country.
Humana has a plan for that.
As a veteran, I want a plan that fills in the gaps my VA coverage doesn't provide, like dental care.
Humana has a plan for that.
I feel good about my health. I just want care and coverage with predictable costs. No surprises.
Humana has a plan for that. With a Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you get coverage and benefits that focus on what matters most to you. Learn more at gethumana.com. Humana, a more human way to healthcare. Humana is a Medicare Advantage HMO and PPO organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in any Humana plan depends on contract renewal.
This year, we're celebrating a century of St. Louis radio history. 100 years of KMOX. Hi, I'm Randy Carricker, and I've got so many great memories from my time behind the mic, and now we want to hear yours. Open the Odyssey app, find KMOX, and tap the voice message feature to share your favorite KMOX moments. Join us as we celebrate 100 years of the voice of St. Louis, KMOX.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You've got your whole life ahead of you. So choose a Medicare plan you can count on. And that's what you get with a Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. With more than 45 years experience serving its members, United Healthcare has plans with low monthly premiums that fit your life today and as your needs change tomorrow. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends December 7th. So go to uhc.com/Medicare today. United Healthcare Medicare plans. It's Medicare coverage Missouri can count on.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions and bring you a special Black Friday offer.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh.
Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/deal. And now, as a special Black Friday offer, you can get a free gutter inspection, plus up to 35% off. This is our best offer of the season. Unlock it now at leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
Purina presents A Century of Service.
This is KMOX Radio.
KMOX is celebrating 100 years of informing and entertaining St. Louis. On November 20th, KMOX Day, we will celebrate the KMOX pioneers.
This is Jim White for your information.
Legendary voices.
KMOX, the voice of St. Louis.
Groundbreaking programming.
KMOX Radio, we're at your service.
And unforgettable moments that have defined a century of broadcasting.
We did locate Ben this afternoon, and we've also located Sean Harnbeck.
Hear from current and former KMOX personalities who have helped make this station the preeminent news, information, and sports brand in America.
Oh, yeah! Jesus, just sent us in the game number 7.
A century of service, celebrating 100 years of KMOX, is presented by Purina, your pet, our passion, on the voice of St. Louis. KMOX.
This is the Duke's Country Song. It's a song about the best mayo. It has a yellow lid, and its full name is Duke's Mayonnaise. Get Duke's Mayo at Hannaford. It's got twang.
Hi, this is Congresswoman Ann Wagner, representing Missouri's 2nd Congressional District. Congratulations to KMOX on 100 years of serving our St. Louis community.
What are we doing on a Friday, John? We're having a good time.
We are having a good time.
We're having the best time.
That's how we roll.
We do have the No Prize Pick'em Challenge coming up at 11 o'clock. You're going to have to fill in for Amy.
I'm in.
I mean, you get it.
My football picking prowess is, I don't like to talk, but it's not bad.
I disagree. I think you love to talk. And we are going up against listener Ian from Manchester.
Ian from Manchester.
Not
That's
England.
that's a tough competitor right there.
Manchester, Missouri, not England.
No, I got it.
And Wesley Bell,
yes,
representative for District 1 in Missouri. He will be the celebrity picker today.
He's been on before. How is his football knowledge? Pretty good?
I'm pretty sure I beat him.
Did you? Yeah.
I dominated last week.
Is that right?
The only team that screwed me, I think it was the Bills.
Yeah, there were some dog games last week.
It was the Bills losing to Miami.
Miami. Who in the world thought?
All of us picked Buffalo to win. Of course. So we're not idiots. Turns out the Bills are idiots, and they screwed me from being perfect.
That game, that game was a perfect storm too. I mean, you had the
scoreless at the half.
Interception that the ball got tipped, and they intercepted in the end zone. Then at 4th and inches, and Allen plows through the line, goes 15 yards down the field, and just drops the ball.
Well, it's like poor Caleb Williams. All the passes he throws gets dropped.
Yeah.
They get dropped, and he's just
Bears are a lot better than I thought they'd be.
I'm telling you, buddy. It's
they could win that division.
They
could.
Hey, man, they're not as good as Detroit.
They're not.
But they're going to be right there with them, I think so. So we want to let you know this. We were just talking about the 100th anniversary.
So excited.
That we are celebrating now.
Yeah.
So along with Together Credit Union, we are celebrating and giving back to the community. So any Together Credit Union branch, go there, pick up a KMOX 100th anniversary commemorative ornament for just $5. And it's only while supplies last. And each ornament is supporting Children's Miracle Network of Greater St. Louis, which helps kids here locally and families during the holiday season. So this is a big promotion. Go to any Together Credit Union branch.
Have we seen these ornaments?
I have seen a visual representation of it, a photo.
Smart looking, are they?
Yeah, well, I can show it to you right here in just a second, but let me finish this part. Together Credit Union, honoring 100 years of KMOX and Children's Miracle Network of Greater St. Louis. And John, it's a red ornament with KMOX, Voice of St. Louis.
Oh, that's lovely.
Years.
That is lovely.
Logo.
Well, folks ought to be rushing in there. What do you call that place?
Together Credit
That's
Union.
it. And folks ought to be rushing into that Together place. And
Any branch.
$5.
Until they're gone. Because they will go. So you better go get one right now. And you can
KMOX ball on your tree.
You can help the Children's Miracle Network.
They can.
While you're at it. John Hancock and Chris Ranji. Speaking of Christmas.
Yes.
You know what happened this morning?
No.
Well, our sister station, KEZK, they went Christmas.
They flipped the switch already.
They flipped it.
Wow.
Happened this morning, just after 8 o'clock.
Wow.
And our favorite disc jockey,
Julie Tristan, was in there.
Julie Tristan was in there, and Julie Tristan is going to be in here.
Oh.
In just a matter of
Doesn't get
moments.
any better than that.
Yeah.
She won she's the one that beat you for the happy employee thing.
That's right.
Yeah.
She, what was it again? What was
most
the,
positive?
Mr. Positivity.
It was the Mr. Positive Award for Odyssey
Yeah.
St. Louis,
She took you down, Ron.
I lost to Julie Tristan.
Yes.
So I'm going to get to the bottom of whatever that Julie Tristan thing is, because I'm pretty certain that she's not this nice.
She's pretty nice.
Something's going on.
We'll find out.
Those are the kind you have to look out for. We're going to have Julie Tristan when we come back on 104.1 FM KMOX.
For Christmas is you.
Hey, just check the mail. We've been invited to a seminar and dinner is free.
It's going to be chicken, and it'll taste like Play-Doh.
Don't be fooled. All seminars are not the same. For example, Steve All, an investment advisor representative and founder of the All Financial Group, is hosting a taxes and retirement seminar at his office in Chesterfield on December 10th. Come meet Steve's newest advisor, Tracy Richardson, as she discusses the big beautiful bill, taxes on your Social Security, and more. Tracy will not only cover the hurdles you can face in retirement, but ways to keep more money in your pocket and less in Uncle Sam's. This is a complimentary event, but seating is limited, so reserve your seat today. Call 636-230-8824 or online at yourmoneymattersstl.com.
You know, hon, I've always been interested in us buying a timeshare.
I'd rather eat Play-Doh.
Investment advisory products and services made available through Impact Partnership Wealth, LLC IPW, a registered investment advisor. Neither the firm nor its agents or representatives may give tax or legal advice. Individuals should consult with a qualified professional for guidance before making any purchasing decisions.
Now, KMOX weather from the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Desk.
Sunny and 67 degrees in St. Louis. We are going to have a high of 80. The record is 81 back in 1971.
Sponsored by the Moolah Shrine Center Festival of Trees.
To invite you to the Moolah Festival of Trees. Come see over 40 of the best decorated trees you'll ever see. Adult tickets are only $2 and kids under 12 are free. November 22nd through the 29th at the Moolah Shrine Center.
Attention veterans and active military. Overhead Door Company of St. Louis is doubling their usual veterans discount on all products and services in November. That means veterans and active military get 10% off all month at Overhead Door Company of St. Louis, 10% off all doors, openers, and any service or repair. Details on their website. Schedule your annual garage door tune-up before winter really sets in. Just call 314-781-5200 or schedule online at overheaddoorsstlouis.com.
It's time for a $98 furnace tune-up.
Discover the life you want at Fairwinds River's Edge in St. Charles. We deliver a life-enhancing environment that nourishes the mind, body, and spirit as residents lean into joy and embrace purpose in a new age of senior living. Simply put, we have your back so you can put your best foot forward. Join us Wednesday, December 3rd for our holiday craft fair, followed by happy hour with BB Boomers. Visit Fairwinds River's Edge on Facebook to learn more.
At Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital, every moment with our patients is a gift. This holiday season, you can be the reason children have hope as they fight serious illness and reach milestones once thought impossible. Your gift provides life-saving care to those who need it most. Please donate today at treeofhope.org and be the reason a child has hope for tomorrow.
Sponsored by Progressive. We make the claims process easy so you could get back on the road in no time. It's why over 43 million drivers trust Progressive. See for yourself at Progressive.com.
Attention business owners with a net income over $500,000. You need to work with a tax strategist that understands your entrepreneurial mindset. Download the most recent white paper written by E3 Consultants Group titled The Power of a Professional Tax Strategy Team. Go to e3wealth.com/radio to obtain a copy. It's time to learn about wealth and tax strategies that protect your personal and business economy. E3 is ready to help you think differently about your finances. Educate, empower, enlighten. That's the E3 difference.
KMOX, your place for NCAA football play. Saturday, as Oklahoma faces Alabama. Pre-game at 2, kick at 2:30. Hear it here on 104.1 FM KMOX.
It's the most wonderful time of the
It's basically Christmas season, at least as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, buddy.
It is November 14th. The weather's not cooperating, however. I mean, let me just say this right now. 80 degrees today is absolute nonsense. Just nonsense.
Yeah,
it's going to be the same tomorrow.
Nice out there.
Come on,
Take
dude.
a little stroll on the street.
Yeah, you could do that when it's 50. Also,
steps
put on a
in.
coat. November 15th.
Catch a few rays out there.
Middle of November, John. I need fall weather. None of this summer crap.
You'll get
Bah humbug. Bah humbug.
Exactly.
Do you say that every morning?
Yes. Julie Tristan from KZK.
Yes, there she is.
And this morning, KZK did the flip.
We flipped.
I can't
we
believe
flipped
is this the
everybody
earliest flip
this morning.
of all time?
No, last year was early too, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I feel like this might be a week earlier
Yeah.
than last year.
You might as well just go full Christmas all year
Let's do it.
at KZK.
People listen.
I know.
You know why we
my
flip?
wife-
Because they listen to us.
My wife will have that on.
Thank you very much.
Well, now,
Love
why
your
do you-
wife.
Now, why do you say it like it's?
Huh?
You're already tired of Christmas tunes?
No. I love Christmas tunes.
All right.
Not all Christmas tunes. There's a couple that I'd like to do away with.
Like
Little Drummer Boy.
Oh, that one's bad.
Wow.
I don't like Little Drummer Boy.
I don't
either.
like.
Except I
little
do like
kids singing anything.
I like the Bing Crosby David Bowie version.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Julie Tristan.
Julie Tristan is here.
Thanks for having me.
Well,
I love
yeah.
coming on KMOX. This station is fun.
It is fun. So
That's
you're doing
exactly what I
Christmas
think is
music
fun.
down the hall.
We're doing Christmas music 24/7
Wow.
through Christmas. In fact, I think it's like 36 hours commercial free right around Christmas Day.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah. So from the eve to the day, no commercials.
Sweet.
All right, how has the playlist changed over the years? Because you get newer Christmas tunes, and
Yeah.
very rarely do I like the newer ones that happen. Like every now and then, there's one that just really hits.
Like you like pentatonics and stuff. They're
I
newer.
do not like pentatonics at all.
That's a 5-note scale.
Wow.
Thank you.
Those people make me cry. They're so beautiful.
Oh my gosh, I can't do the acapella stuff.
Well, I know you
just
can't do it. That's why they do it.
No, I can't listen to it.
Oh, I love acapella.
I don't like it.
Why?
Oh, man.
I
One
don't
of the
know.
best concerts I ever saw was Manhattan Trans.
I'll tell you what it is.
What?
Remember the group Straight No Chaser?
Yeah, I love them too.
I can't stand them.
Why?
And they ruined. I don't know why. Because I was like, this is so cute. I hate
They
it.
love
And
you though. They're big show listeners.
Are we still
I thought.
playing that?
No, they listen to this show. I thought
No,
that's what they told me when they were
Straight
on.
No Chaser.
Straight up, they said they listen to this show.
Yeah, well, who
Liars.
Now, I've got a question here for our lovely and talented guest,
Yes.
Julie Tristan from KEZK or whatever it's.
Yep,
is that
it's on
what
my
it is?
shirt.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
forget.
Oh yeah,
Got
there
a
it is.
KZK shirt on.
All right, so that song, that Bill Cosby song, are we still doing that one?
Bing Crosby?
Bing Crosby.
No, Bill Cosby.
What?
It's one where he wants the gal to stay over and gives her a drink.
Oh my
and,
gosh.
No, okay.
are we-
That's
Yes.
Baby, It's Cold Outside.
Yeah. Are we still doing that song?
Yes.
We are, but I
Good.
think it's different. I think they changed it a little bit.
Oh, they did.
I'm pretty sure they
What
changed
version
it.
are you playing?
I don't know. The nice one.
Oh, the nice one?
We may have taken it off. I'm not quite sure. We just
So-
started today, you know?
Yeah.
It's been playing for 2 hours now.
Wow.
There, okay, there is a whole defense of that song. And it was it was like 10, 12 years ago. A woman wrote a defense of the song, and her title of it was A Feminist's Defense of Baby, It's Cold Outside.
Okay.
Something like that, to the effect. I can go find it. And her argument basically was, at the time, a lot of the terms that were being used in the song, when the song was written, didn't mean what it means now.
There you go.
Like the part where she says, say, what's in this drink? Like, oh my gosh, you've drugged me. That's what it sounds like today. But back then when it was written, that was a thing that people would say when they were getting drunk. Like, oh, what's in this drink? I can't believe I'm getting drunk. Like taking the ownership away from themselves.
Right.
Like somebody did it to them, but really they were getting hammered.
That piece was written, what, in the 40s?
I think at least it might have been earlier than that.
Okay.
But yeah, anyway. So
1944.
That's
1944.
Man, I'm
Nice.
good. I am
Look at
just
you over there.
good. I mean, I don't like to talk already.
He's good.
Yes. So
what's your favorite Christmas music?
Well, the one that we started with is my favorite one. Of course, the Queen Mariah Carey.
Oh, yeah.
All I Want for Christmas Is You. I mean, that was our very first song that we played. And we had a contest to see if people could guess that we were going to play her first.
that one grew on me.
Yeah.
It is. It's when I hear it, I get happy. Now.
Is there one where she sings?
I love it.
Is there one where she sings with her mother a Christmas song? Mariah Carey and her mom.
I don't
Or
know.
Am I making that up?
I feel like you know a thing or two, so that I feel like that's probably right.
Huh.
I just don't know what you're talking about.
My wife is the expert of all Christmas music. So she is actually Mrs. Claus.
More than Julie?
Yeah. Well, I mean, she'd give you a run for your money, kid.
She can come on the show. She's welcome anytime.
Oh wow!
Is this your favorite time of year?
It's my favorite time of year. It's just so positive and fun,
Yes.
and everyone's happy because Christmas music is on November 14th. It's the best time of year, and I feel like you have been smiling a little bit since I came in here, Chris.
Well,
so
yeah,
it
'cause
makes you happy too.
Yes. Well, I
He actually
You
likes
think-
Christmas.
I do.
For a stinking liberal, he likes Christmas.
Would you like to join my group, Liberals for Christmas?
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, people think that we're trying to kill it, and we've
Speaking of
waged
killing,
war on it. We haven't.
Could this woman kill a diabetic? I mean, she is so darn sweet.
I know.
It's just unbelievable.
Thank you.
That's why
I appreciate that. I was like, kill a diabetic. Was that a bad thing?
No.
Okay.
I'm not convinced that this isn't a front for something.
Really?
I think.
Yep. He thinks I have people living in my basement.
Really?
that I'm torturing.
Against their will.
Exactly.
Oh, like that Kathy Bates woman deal.
Yes.
Yes.
Like Misery.
Right.
That's exactly right.
That's right. I get home and my whole personality changes into an you don't know what's in my basement. I used to think E.T. lived in my basement. Thank God that's not true.
My Spanish
Hold
teacher
on,
thought
hold
I
on.
looked like E.T.
Hold on. Let's get to the bottom of that. What are you talking about?
I never get to say random stuff to people on my show because no one's in there, but now I get to say it to you. When I was a kid, I thought E.T. lived in my basement. So when I'd walk down to do laundry, I'd be looking around and then I have to run up the stairs because I thought he was trying to get me.
Yeah, but E.T. was a good boy.
It didn't make sense to me that he was nice. Whenever I was little, I just thought he was scary looking.
an
He's an
alien.
alien.
He was an
with
alien.
Crazy arms and a big old head and a big belly.
Yep.
And he had the finger that heals
Right.
you.
And I'm like, right.
Hermana
But
Cecilia.
It also is scary looking.
My Spanish teacher, Hermana Cecilia, she made a cake for my birthday. She liked me. And she put a little E.T. in the center of the cake.
Oh,
Because she
yeah.
thought I looked like E.T.
That's like a king
what?
cake.
She thought you looked like E.T.
She did, yeah. And she
that's
thought
not
that
very
was
nice.
thought it was a great compliment, Hermana Cecilia.
Well,
I-
that's crazy. I feel like I don't want to talk bad about her.
I did not
'cause
do particularly well in Spanish.
You didn't?
I
No.
took
But
French.
my grade was my only word I knew. See.
Julie, where'd you grow up?
Creve Coeur, baby.
Oh,
Creve Coeur.
Pattonville in the house.
me too.
Oh,
Me too.
No way. You're Pattonville?
Yes.
Heck yeah.
Wow. Where'd you grow up?
I grew up right by the Parkway North line, and to be honest, I always wanted
Like
to go
Willowbrook?
to Parkway North. Yes, Willowbrook.
I grew up in Willowbrook
No way.
on Glenridge Avenue.
I was on
Glenridge Lane.
Grayler Park.
Oh, Grayler Park.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
We had a
sure.
good pool.
Oh yeah, I used to go to that pool all the time when I was a kid. Randy Holly, my buddy from high school, was
Oh, Randy.
It was great on the diving team for Pattonville.
Oh,
And
nice.
he had it.
I'm like, did we
House
have
in
a
Grayler
pool?
Park.
I think there's a pool now, actually.
Yeah,
They're fancy
that's
now.
very cool.
how are you two just now figuring this out?
I don't know, but it's wonderful. So
It's great.
Pattonville, you're quite a bit younger than I am. You know.
But you would still know about it. You
Well-
know, I mean, you'd have a dignitary like John Hancock.
Well, of
but everybody-
course.
you know, who grew up here, John Hancock.
We knew about him when I was in high school. We're like,
That's
oh
what-
my gosh, there he is.
Secretary of State, almost.
Almost
John Hancock.
twice.
Wonderful.
Uh,
And I was secretary of student council.
Speaking of that,
No, I
nice.
wasn't. I wanted to, but
Why
I
don't
didn't
you-
make it.
Julie, you're so nice. Why
Yeah.
don't you run for office?
Really?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, all dogs get to live in your house. Everyone has to take one dog.
Okay.
That would be what I would like. When I get elected,
Yes.
everybody will have one dog.
You got a dog.
I have 3 dogs.
3 dogs.
One time I had 8 dogs.
Wow.
When I lived by myself and no one could tell me what to do.
This is your platform now that everybody
Yes.
is forced to house a dog.
Correct.
I don't think that's
They
going to
do make you a better person.
They have to be shelter dogs. We are not doing breeder dogs up in here. No.
I know some bad people with dogs, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you're right. Okay. And if you're a bad person, then you
Should not have a dog.
can't have a dog
Yep.
and
That
going
should
to
be
jail.
that should be
Just kidding.
that should be your platform. Is that you have an army of people
Yep.
who go door to door, make sure you're a good dog person, and if you're
Right.
not, they take the dog away from you, and then you go to jail.
That's right. And we put a good person in your house with that dog, so at least they can be housed.
Oh, so
at a
now they have to
place.
house a person? You're going from housing dogs to
I'm coming up with this right now. I'm just trying to think of my platform.
Do you
it's
want
going to
me-
involve helping animals.
I will be your campaign manager.
Okay, let's
Nah,
do it.
if you're going to run, you probably ought to hire me.
Actually, that's true. Give John some business.
Yes.
He could.
I can't pay you, so hopefully that's okay.
So
you're like all the rest of my clients.
I'll pay you with smiles.
Uh-huh.
couple of listeners are messaging in,
Oh, no.
and
Okay.
this one says, John, Little Drummer Boy is a Christmas classic, so they disagree with
Well,
you.
I mean, everybody's got their own taste, but that's the most miserable piece of music I've ever heard in my life.
What about Christmas shoes? Bad?
Oh, my, the worst. Oh,
Christmas shoes.
that's the worst.
You don't play that one, do you,
We
Julie?
actually, I don't think we do that one, no.
All right, good.
Because we
Stricken.
always get requested. I'm like, okay, I'll get that on for you.
And then never do it.
Yeah.
Just say, keep listening.
Now, what about
and then when they say you never played it, you go,
do
well,
you
you
guys
missed
do
it.
like, oh,
Yeah.
come all ye faithful? And
Oh, yeah, for
great.
sure.
Okay, good.
All the good stuff. Like that.
Good.
This message, I don't think you're going to like this one, but it says, can you promise not to play Mariah Carey for the rest of the holiday season?
No, we cannot promise that. We're going to play it once an hour.
Whoa.
I'm just kidding. I don't know, but we're going to play a lot.
What is the song that might be the heaviest in rotation? Is there one?
Well, I think Mariah Carey gets a lot of heavy rotation.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, Perry Como is on there all the time.
Perry?
Yeah.
Perry Como.
You got any
Feliz
Frank?
Navidad.
Andy Williams,
Yeah.
Yes. Frank, Dean, are they in?
Sinatra. So he's playing pretty soon. Yeah.
Okay.
All the good ones.
There is a, I think it's a Bieber. What's the Bieber one?
Oh.
Mistletoe.
Hey, that's
Mistle-
what it is?
I like that one.
Nah.
I like that one. Yeah, that's a great one. The Jonas Brothers have one?
I'm sure they do. They're having like a Christmas movie that's
Yeah.
coming out this year, which
Oh,
looks
I heard
really
about
good.
that.
I'm excited.
They're all old now, aren't they? The Jonas Brothers.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably in their 30s. I like the Kelly Clarkson one.
Oh, yes. We just played that.
Yes. All right. I'm into it.
Yay. See, I knew I'd get you smiling over there, Bah Humbug.
Here's one that sucks. This is a listener.
Okay.
Carol of the Bells is a
Oh.
great classic. I disagree.
That is a classic.
Well, it's classic. Doesn't mean it's good.
It's a great classic.
What is your least favorite Christmas song you have to play?
I do not have one.
Come on,
I love
Julie.
them like they're all my children.
Julie.
See there?
They're all my
All right.
children right now.
How about this one? You love them all, but what's the one you would play last?
Christmas shoes.
Oh, yeah.
And we don't play it, so we'll see you later.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just kidding.
The songs that are in the rotation.
Why are you trying to get me to name a
You're
song
not
I
saying
don't
you
like?
like.
She's a
No,
positive
you
ray
just-
of light in the
No,
world, and you're trying to
You can
put all
just
gloom
say
and doom all over.
You could say, I want to play it. It's just the last one I would play.
How would a politician answer this question?
Well, you would say, that my favorite is this, and everything else is tied for second.
My
That's how
favorite
you-
one is Mariah Carey, and everything else is tied for second.
There you go.
You can't
See?
get me to badmouth any songs because I just had pancakes for breakfast, and I'm in such a good mood.
Oh,
because of that.
Now, are you a thick pancake person or a thin crepeish?
I do like thick pancakes, but they have to have blueberries or something in there.
Oh, yeah, stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Now, I make a mean little crepe pancake.
Oh,
myself.
well, I would
about
eat
that?
any free food, so
Yeah,
bring it on, baby.
yeah.
Julie, do you know about the 100th anniversary Christmas ornament that you can get, the KMOX
No,
ornament?
but I want it.
Yeah, Together Credit Union. You have to go into one of the branches and pay
$5.
$5 for it.
Love
And
it.
Children's Miracle Network benefits.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
As a
I will
result.
do that today.
Okay. Anything you want to tell us?
Just you guys are the best ever. Thanks for having me. I always have a blast in here. And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
See, this is who you
See?
were up against for the positivity award.
Oh Oh yeah, remember when you beat me for the positivity award?
That's right. I'm coming back after you again this year, buddy.
This is I'll never be nominated.
How'd you ever get nominated in the first place?
I don't know, John.
I mean, I love you, but positivity is not the first thing that comes to mind.
I didn't do it.
This gal over here, man. I mean, she's wow.
I remember at the Christmas party that year. It was 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they were announcing all the Odyssey Award finalists.
Yeah.
And they said that what was the name of the award? What was it?
Positivity Award?
It was like there was a title. It wasn't Positivity Award, but it was something like that. And then they name it, and they name all of the people who were up for it. Julie Tristan, I think Brad Range or whatever. And then they said Chris Ranji, and everybody went, what?
Huh? It got really quiet. I was like, who has put these nominations together?
Oh, man.
Leave me alone.
Pattonville High School. That's very cool.
That is so cool.
Yeah. Julie, you're the best.
You're the best. I love coming on here. I'll be back tomorrow. Oh, it's Saturday. I'll be sleeping in.
You said that on purpose. Do you play any of the Vince Guaraldi?
Oh, of course we do.
Okay.
Of course we do.
The trio?
Yep. The trio's
Great.
there.
Well done.
Warming up right now in studio.
KZK Christmas music now through the end of Christmas.
That's a sweet little
awesome.
That's a sweet little thing right there.
Thank you, Julie Tristan.
Yeah, thanks.
you.
You're the best. Chris and Amy. John Hancock is Amy today on KMOX.
Many families in Missouri and Illinois live in freezing conditions. They can't afford utilities.
HeatUpStLouis.org has helped thousands. 100% of public donations help neighbors stay warm.
Please help HeatUpStLouis.org.
Many families in our region are living paycheck to paycheck, or others may be seniors or disabled neighbors on fixed incomes. Please drop off a check payable to Heat Up St. Louis to any Commerce Bank associate. Thank you.
Red Kingdom is back at FanDuel Sports Network Live in Ballpark Village. See every game on the largest screen in town. Don't forget about the $25 buckets, $5 cocktails, and the best tailgate food around. Grab your friends along with KMOX and huddle up for the games at the best watch party in town. If you can't make it, but don't want to miss it down, listen to the Chiefs on KMOX or KMOX on the Odyssey app. For more info, KMOX.com/events.
Attention all dog owners. If you have ever listened to the radio or TV for any length of time, you've probably heard of America's #1 dog supplement, Rough Greens. Greetings, naturopathic Dr. Dennis Black, Amazon best-selling author and founder of Rough Greens here. And if your dog suffers from bad breath, itchy skin, licking paws, joint pain, or low energy, the truth is their food is probably to blame. You see, all commercial dog food is dead food. That's why I created Rough Greens. One daily scoop gives your pup the live vitamins, omega oils, probiotics, and enzymes that will bring their food back to life. Don't believe me? Let your dog try it before you buy it. I'll send you a free Jumpstart trial bag, risk-free. You just cover the shipping. Go to roughgreens.com. That's RUFFgreens.com. Use discount code NEWS. Don't wait. Give your dog the gift of vibrant health. Order now. It'll be at your house in a few days. Go to roughgreens.com. That's RUFFgreens.com. Discount code NEWS for your free Jumpstart trial bag today. Rough Green. We make any dog food better.
Is your home, business, or church looking tired, chalky, or in need of curb appeal? Go Rhino. Tired of painting year after year? Go Rhino. Our unique 3M ceramic technology is perfect for brick, stucco, aluminum, steel, color lock masonite, and more. It's backed by our 25-year transferable warranty to not chip, crack, or peel. Great if you're staying, and even better if you're selling. Our ceramic coating allows you to maintain all of your architectural features. The decision to do vinyl will leave your home looking like a plastic moldy box. With Rhino Shield, in 15 years, your home will still have that, wow, it looks like you just got it painted. We've done large condo complexes, parking garages, pole barns, and commercial strip malls. We coat sloped and flat roofs to extend their lives too. Evaluations are free. 877-25-RHINO or 877-25rhino.com. See what we did there? Genius. Tell them, ladies.
Don't paint, don't Rhino, go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Is your car still under warranty?
No, not anymore.
My mechanic just suggested an extended service plan from Ox Car Care.
Ox Car Care?
Yeah, Ox will cover repair bills if anything happens to the car. New brakes, transmission, AC, or engine problems. Plus, Ox Car Care offers free oil changes, tire rotation, and roadside assistance.
Wait, You pay nothing on repairs. Ox gets it fixed. Free oil changes, free tire rotation, and free roadside assistance.
Yeah, you don't pay. Ox pays. Ox even has a 30-day money-back guarantee and is A+ rated on the BBB. They handle their claims from start to finish, unlike those other warranty companies.
The last thing I need is an unexpected car repair bill. I'm calling Ox Car Care now.
Call Ox Car Care for your free quote, 800-221-6319. Ask about senior and military discounts. Don't get stuck with a major car repair bill. Call Ox Car Care, 800-221-6319. 800-221-6319. Or go to oxcarcare.com.
The Chris and Amy Show on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
So Mark, who's watching us on Facebook, you can watch on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, says driving home for Christmas. That must be this song. Chris
That's what
Ray.
it is.
I don't know. First of all, we appreciate you, Mark, for listening in, but this is not request hour.
Come on.
I can't wait to see those faces.
Okay.
That's Louis.
No, it's Chris Ray. Or Ray.
Oh, the former FBI director.
No, not Christopher Ray.
Oh.
And he's also not related to Corey Ray, who is the new sporting director for City SC. They are not the same family.
Well, there you have
it. So John Hancock,
Yeah,
it just occurred to me who Julie Tristan reminds me of.
Okay.
It's Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
And let me tell you why. Have you seen the film? The movie about him?
No.
And the reporter who's doing the story on him or writing the book or whatever. And the guy is just completely skeptical that Mr. Rogers is that nice and means everything he says.
Yeah, when he's not on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's me and with Julie. And then it turns out
She
that
really
he just was that nice.
Yeah.
Mr. Rogers was that good of a guy.
Yeah. Yeah, not surprised. I used to watch him all the time when I was a kid.
I mean,
he gave me a ball.
What do you mean he gave you a ball?
He gave me a ball through the television screen. And I played with that thing.
Explain, what are you talking about?
He said, I'm going to send a ball over. And he threw a ball and it came magically through the television screen.
Oh.
And I would play with that thing.
I never got that treatment from Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I bounced the ball.
I would love to see John as a child.
Oh, man.
What kind of kid were you?
I was a good kid. Very, I'm so much younger than my siblings. So I'm kind of, in some ways, like an only child because I was so much younger. And
accident?
Total accident.
Yeah.
I mean, total accident. I don't think there was a lot of joy going on in Mudville when I showed up on the scene. But they dealt with it. They dealt with it like true champions.
What is it about? And this is for anybody who finds out later in life that they were an accident.
Yeah.
Why do people take that personally?
I don't think they do.
I feel like some people do. Like, oh no, you weren't an accident, so we're happy that we have.
Right.
Like, why? Because you're there, and it doesn't matter if you were intended or not.
Right.
Your parents still love you.
They do. And
so
did.
why would you take that personally?
I don't know. My folks were great, and my mom took me out of school one time to meet Hank Aaron. That was cool.
Oh,
yeah.
Where was he?
Tipton's appliance store.
Oh,
yeah. And I went and met with Hank Aaron at Tipton's, and it was great. Got his autograph of 2 balls, and
again, unlike Hitler,
played with him out in the yard.
Yeah,
thereby removing the Hank and the Aaron from the cover of the ball.
Oh my gosh, Jonathan.
Dumb.
John Hancock with me on the Chris and Amy Show. Hour 3 is
one
next.
More hour.
Hey, buddy, you're fine.
I'm in.
You're okay.
I'm in.
He's gonna. This is the time he starts asking if it's almost over. This is what he does. 12 o'clock, Gas House Gang. Mike Claiborne, Brendan Schaefer is going to be with us. Chris Ranji, me, and then I will bring you a conversation with Diego Gigliani, who is the team president and general manager of City SC. The MLS schedule is changing It's not going to be right in the middle of the summer anymore. It will start in the summer, but it goes through the winter. We'll talk to him about those changes. That's coming up during the Gas House Gang on 104.1 FM KMOX.
Thank you, St. Louis, for making Genesis of St. Charles the #1 Genesis dealer in Missouri for 2025. We know your time is valuable. That's why every purchase comes with 3 years of complimentary Genesis service valet. Unlock your e-price and save. That means complimentary vehicle pickup and delivery, plus a loaner vehicle at no additional cost. Or want something new? We'll bring the test drive to you. Visit genesisofstcharles.com during the Genesis Signature event. Based on GMA sales records for 2024. See dealer for details.
Woke radical liberals are screwing up this country, but Congressman Jason Smith is fighting back. He backed one big, beautiful tax cut for working families, ending Social Security taxes for nearly all seniors, and taxes on tips and overtime gone. So call Congressman Jason Smith at 202-225-4404 and thank him for backing working family tax cuts and putting America first. Paid for by American Prosperity Alliance.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. Ever wonder why Big Wireless wants you on an unlimited plan? They probably want you to cover the cost of those 20-somethings using all that data every month. But most people 50 and up like me only use 12 gigs or less. Don't get bamboozled by Big Wireless. Switch to Consumer Cellular. Our plans start at just $20, and we use the same towers as the big guys. Join the millions who choose something better, because if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com/facts or a store near you. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
Nobody had to tell your grandparents not to drive while using their typewriters. Why should it be any different for us kids and our cell phones? Distracted driving was the cause of more than 3,000 deaths in 2022. Come on, we're smarter than this. Let's put down the phones and focus on the roads. Drive safe, everybody.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
News, talk, cards. KMOX AM St. Louis, KMOX FM Hazelwood. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
You could think you found your dream home online. The kitchen island looks perfect for your inner chef. The backyard, a paradise for your green thumb. And that extra room, hello walk-in closet. But here's the twist. The lot next door just got rezoned for years of construction. And this sound, yeah, you're going to be hearing a lot of that. Don't let your dream home turn into a nightmare. Work with the expertise and ethical training of a Realtor, here to guide and help protect you from the surprises you didn't see coming. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors, right by you.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest. The last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying. Just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
At 11:03, it's sunny and 70 downtown at the Gateway Arch. Good morning, I'm Scott Jagow. Our top story this hour, some Republicans have joined Democrats in seeking the release of more information about Jeffrey Epstein. Here's CBS's Robert Costa.
Across the Republican Party, there are calls for more disclosure about what happened behind the scenes with the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. There is real concern among some Republicans on Capitol Hill, my sources, that the White House is not doing enough. But the White House continues to insist it is doing enough in terms of providing information to the public about President Trump's conduct.
The Smithsonian museums in the nation's capital will begin to reopen today now that the government shutdown is over.
The museums are reopening on a rolling basis over the next few days, starting today with the National Museum of American History, the National Air and Space Museum, and the Stephen F. Udvar-Hazy Center. Saturday, the National Museum of African American History and Culture, the National Museum of African Art, the National Museum of Asian Art, and the National Zoo will open at their regular times, while the National Museum of Natural History will open at noon Eastern Time. All other Smithsonian facilities, including research centers, will open gradually by Monday. Linda Kenyon, CBS News, Washington.
A little over a year after her primary defeat, Cori Bush is back in the public eye Has one of her top issues changed?
Cori Bush's adamant opposition to the war in Palestine drew ire and opposition money from AIPAC. After another year of conflict, Bush says she believes her views on the conflict then and now are more generally accepted.
The tide has really, really turned, and people are now saying, "Oh, now we understand." We understand these groups that made the decision to put money against you, Cori. We understand that now. We get it.
Bush says people would rather see the money for arms sent by the United States to Israel go to helping people in the country. Sean Malone, KMOX News.
The Business Desk, sponsored by Krentz Financial Group, KFGadvisors.com. 1 year after a fire, a Salvation Army food pantry is back open for business.
Since the fire, we have had a substantial redoing of our building.
Larry Hostetler, director of the Salvation Army of Jefferson County, says it took $1 million to renovate their building in Arnold. Multiple floors had smoke damage.
We've torn out walls in the pantry to make it larger. We have had to redo all the rooms as far as painting. We are just finishing up with flooring.
Hostetler says now they can give out food every Wednesday. Those who want to give can bring canned goods, but says the best thing is to fill those famous red kettles.
Every kettle in Jefferson County that money goes into, all that money gets spent in Jefferson County.
Stuart McMillan, KMOX News.
Weather sponsored by the Penn Mutual Life Insurance Company.
Mostly sunny today and turning noticeably warmer with a high around 80. The record is 81 from 1971. Cleared this evening, then partly cloudy later tonight. Breezy and very mild, though, 58 to 62. Breezy and unseasonably warm tomorrow with clouds and some sun in the morning and plenty of sunshine in the afternoon. Tomorrow's high 77. The record 81 set in 1971. Sunday mostly sunny and much cooler. The high 61. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Desk, I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Joe Lundberg on 104.1 FM KMOX.
Times are always changing, but Penn Mutual stands the test of time. The 178-year young mutual company is leading the way in life insurance. Ask your independent advisor or go to pennmutual.com/STL. Right now in St. Peter's, 71 degrees, 74 in Florissant. We have 70 under sunny skies downtown at the Arch. I'm Scott Jagow, KMOX News.
Chris Ranji, Amy Marks Kors, The Chris and Amy Show on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Okay, boys, here we go. Hey, from the jump now, let's go. Who's ready for some football? Football!
Why are you smiling? Because I love football.
I'm so glad football season's back.
It's time, baby. It is time for another week of football, and it is time for the No Prize Pick'em Challenge here on the Chris and Amy Show. We enter week 11. Actually, we're already in it because last night the Patriots beat the Jets. That's how week 11 starts. The Patriots are 9-2.
Yeah,
Yuck!
Come on, man. Good football team.
Are we done with Boston
Mike
sports
Vrabel,
being good?
buddy, he's the real deal.
Sick and tired of Boston sports being good. It's absolute nonsense. We'll see if the congressman can do anything about that. We have today with us John Hancock, Chris Ranji, and first things first, it is listener Ian from Manchester, Missouri, who is our listener participant. How's it going, Ian?
Yeah, doing well today. How are you doing?
Great. You ready to pick some football games?
Yeah, definitely.
Joining us, and you will be going up against Congressman Wesley Bell, representing Missouri's 1st District in his first term as a representative here. Congressman, how are you?
I'm doing great, and it's about time you got me on here this season.
Hey, we've been trying. There's been stuff going on apparently and busyness and whatever, but now you're here and now you're locked in.
And now I got to take it out on Ian. No disrespect to Ian, but I'm sorry. I got to take this out on you.
That's fine.
I'm just going to say you're both in trouble. That's all I'm going to say.
What? But I'm not.
You're competing for second place, buddy.
All right. Well, we'll see.
Well, I just want to point out that last week I would have been perfect had the Bills not lost to the Dolphins, which is astounding.
Who could have seen that coming?
All right, so here we go, boys. This is how the contest goes. All you have to do is when I tell you the matchup, you just tell me who you think's going to win it. Tell me why you think they are going to win that game, and it doesn't matter what the reason is. It can be really stupid if you want it to be. That's fine. Then the Sunday night contest, that will serve as our tiebreaker, and all you have to do is give us the winner and the total amount of points scored in the game. It's very, very simple. Ian, you know what happens if you win?
I get absolutely nothing.
That's correct. So you know the game. All right, here we go. Let's get started. The first contest on the list is the Washington Commanders in Miami. Dolphins team beat the Bills recently. Both teams are 3-7, Ian.
I'm going to go with the Dolphins on this one. Coming off that win over Buffalo, I think they got the momentum behind them, so that's going to be my pick.
All right, Congressman Bell.
I agree. Dolphins.
Yeah.
Dolphins.
Ian said it all.
The Dolphins, coming off their biggest win of the season, one of only 3 wins of the season, are going to be defeated.
Wow.
By the Washington Commanders.
Wow.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
You know what? I'm going with the Congressman and Ian. I think that my Buccaneers Bills.
Yes.
I didn't hear what Ian said, but Bills at home, they're going to be upset. They're mad about last week. Bills it's going to be a good game, but Bills win this.
John?
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to take the game in Buffalo.
You know what? I hate that I'm about to do this because I don't feel confident in this at all. But I think the Buccaneers are going to win the game. I'm picking Tampa Bay also. This is a really stupid pick. I know on my part. I hate it, and I'm going to regret it, but I am picking the Buccaneers to win. Packers and Giants in New York. The Packers, maybe they're not as good as we thought. Maybe Jordan Love isn't as great as everybody makes him out to be. Tried telling you. Packers, they take on the Giants. Green Bay is favored by 6.5, however, in New York. What do you think, Ian?
I'm going with Packers on that one. They've got a good defense. They showed it in that low-scoring game last week, and the Giants' offense is pretty injured, so Packers is my choice.
Congressman?
As insane as this season is gone, you never know who's going to win week to week, but the Packers are going to walk away in this. I don't even think Dart is playing. He's in a concussion protocol.
Yep.
Hancock, go ahead and take the Giants.
Not going to do it. Not going to do it. I love the guy with the puffy helmet. You know what I'm talking about? The guy with the puffy helmet, I'm for him. He looks like the spaceman character from the Flintstones. And the Green Bay Packers are going to win this game.
I'm picking the Giants because screw those Packers. Huh? I'm not having it. I'm not dealing with those losers. All right. How about the Seattle Seahawks? They are on the road. They're a pretty good team. They take on the Rams in Los Angeles. Both teams are 7-2, Ian.
I've got to go with the Seahawks on that one. Can never root for the Rams after they did St. Louis dirty.
Okay. All right, Congressman Bell.
Here's the thing. I feel the same way. I'm the jilted lover. They left us, but they signed the thicker kicker, and I'm a Mizzou guy. Rams at home.
All right.
By field goal. Kicked by the thicker kicker. Wow.
Well, you got to go with the home team here. That means the Seattle Seahawks are going to win this game because they'll have more fans.
That's rude.
I have to go to a silent count, Will Matthew Stafford.
That is rude. I'm also picking the Seahawks, I think. I'm not very confident in this pick, but I think Seattle's a pretty good team. And I don't know. But again, this is a really tough game for me. But that is who I'm going with.
All right.
Chiefs. Late window, they've got the Broncos. This is a big matchup. The Chiefs are favored on the road by 3.5 in Denver, Ian.
Yeah, I'm going with the Chiefs. Got that extra week of rest and preparation. And Andy Reid's only lost 5 games after a bye week in his entire career. So Chiefs it is for me.
Wesley Bell?
Broncos been struggling on offense. Their defense is good. Their running game is good. Chiefs are not dropping to 5-5. Chiefs.
All right, Kansas City.
Well, I hate to spoil the party and poop in the punch bowl, but it is going to be the Denver Broncos.
Wow.
Pulling out this win.
Everybody's a rival of the Chiefs, it seems like these days. And I can't wait to talk to Danon Hughes. We're going to visit with him at 11:30. But you know what? I'm gonna pick Kansas City. I feel like this is another pick I'm not very confident in, but I'm going with it. Kansas City wins on the road in Denver. The Broncos, by the way, they are 8-2 on the season. How about the 49ers and the Cardinals in Arizona? San Francisco's a 2.5-point favorite, Ian.
This is one I was kind of on the fence about, but I'm going to go with the 49ers with Marvin Harrison Jr. out. I just think they're going to pull through.
Congressman?
This is the original team that left us, so I can't root for them. And I just don't trust the Cardinals. 49ers.
49ers. There you go, John.
Well, the Bill Bidwell, RIP, owned Arizona Cardinals are going to win this game against the San Francisco 49ers. Yep.
Yeah.
This is why you're going to lose. This is why.
You just stay tuned, Congressman. Stay tuned. You will be amazed when these games all fall.
Charles Bidwell Jr. passed away recently. How about that?
Yeah.
At the age of 97.
Yeah, Charlie. He owned the Casino Queen across the river.
And all right, I am going with I'm picking Arizona at home also.
Okay.
I'm telling you, there's only one pick I'm confident in, and you're about to find out what that is. But right now,
let me guess.
Yeah, well, all right. In fact, let's go ahead and get there right now because it is the Bears on the road in Minnesota as the Bears lost to the Vikings in the first matchup of the season, Ian.
I'm going with Bears. They've been on a roll lately, and, got to support my man Chris's team.
Thank you. Wesley Bell, you know what to do.
2 words, Luther Burden. He's about to have a breakout game. Mizzou guy, St. Louis kid, but they're still going to lose. Vikings.
Whoa.
Sorry, Chris.
I don't know. You're
our favorite team. I don't think they're going to win, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, my God. I did not see that coming.
I'm sorry.
Pulled a redirect on me.
Yes, he did. That was well done.
Well,
I got to go back to to the great Bud Grant. The great Bud Grant, who led that team to 4 Super Bowls during his tenure in Minnesota. And the ghost of Bud, he's still living, I think. So it's not the ghost. It's the actual Bud Grant.
Well, he might be a shell of himself.
The Vikings are going to win this game.
Oh, come on, John. All right. Well, I just don't think there's any question what's going to happen this weekend. Let's go! Let's go! The Bears are 6-3, about to be 7-3, and really they should already be 7-2. Cannot believe they lost to Minnesota. You think they're going to be down in the fourth quarter and lose? Hell no, because you know who they got on their team? Ice Williams, Caleb Ice, whatever you want to call him, because in the fourth quarter he delivers. Caleb Williams and the Bears, they will win their 7th game of the season in Minnesota. In fact, I would go as far as to say that the Bears are going to embarrass the Vikings.
Wow.
Embarrass them in their
Chris
own.
Ranji, this is the one that I hope that I'm wrong on. I hope that you're right. I'll get every other pick right except this one. I'll win, but I hope to lose this game.
Thank you. Hey, listen, that's what a good politician does.
Bud Grant,
That's what he satisfies everybody.
2023.
All right, here we go. It is the Sunday, so he is a ghost of himself.
Yes, he is.
All right. So the Sunday night game, this is a good one. The Lions on the road against the Eagles. Philadelphia is the 2.5-point favorite. So who is going to win this game, Ian, and what will be the total amount of points scored? The odds makers think 46.5.
This one was kind of a toss-up for me. I'm going for Eagles. They're in Philly, and I'm betting on A.J. Brown to have a comeback game after he voiced his discontent with his role in the offense.
There you go. Congressman?
Point total.
Point total. Sorry about that.
Point total?
Yes.
Let's see. I guess 55.
55 points. You're taking the over. All right, Congressman Bell.
I think this is going to be the best game of the week. I think it's going to be a slugfest, but there's going to be a couple touchdowns scored. I got it 21-20 Lions, so 41 points.
41 points and Detroit the win. John Hancock.
On the road.
Yeah, this is easy. It's going to be the Motown Detroit Lions taking this game, and a whopping number of 73 points scored.
What?
I tell you what, you got to be bold, man. You got to be bold. I didn't come in here to be a wallflower. I came in here to be bold.
There is too much whiskey at that studio.
Hell yeah.
You guys need to.
Well, not anymore. Not anymore. All right. I'm taking the Eagles at home. I know they're on a short week, and I know that almost nobody scored in the Monday night game, but I am still taking Philadelphia to win this one, and I think it's going to be 44 points. So there is the total. All right.
Are you like Price is writing me and just jumping like a point or two over mine? That's not right.
You said 41.
You're better than that.
You said
you're better than that, Chris.
Congressman, I assure you I am not. I am not better than that.
Yeah, he's right about that.
Ian, we appreciate you. If you win, there's only one thing you do get. That's to come back next week. That's it. So good luck to you, and thank you for playing.
Yeah, sounds great. Appreciate you having me.
Congressman Wesley Bell, we are appreciative that you visited with us today. We're going to take a short break here. When we come back, we're going to have a conversation with Congressman Wesley Bell on 104.1 FM KMOX.
Overhead Door Company of St. Louis, the genuine, the original, present 100 years of KMOX.
Dr. Martin Luther King.
There for every headline.
This is KMOX, the news voice of St. Louis. Martin Luther King, father of nonviolence in the civil rights movement, was killed by an assassin's bullet tonight in Memphis, Tennessee.
The assassination of Dr. King tonight demonstrates to what depth some people in this great nation of ours have fallen.
Dr. Martin Luther King was my friend, as he was to hundreds of clergymen and thousands of church leaders in this city who heard him gladly when we brought him here. I express on behalf of all his friends here our deepest sympathy.
There for every headline, every heartbreak, every heartbeat. KMOX, the voice of St. Louis. Brought to you by Together Credit Union. Achieve more with competitive rates on savings and lending. Visit togethercu.org.
For 100 years, KMOX has been part of St. Louis. Now, Together Credit Union is helping celebrate that legacy. Starting in November, visit any Together Credit Union branch to pick up a KMOX 100th anniversary commemorative ornament for just $5 while supplies last. Each ornament supports Children's Miracle Network of Greater St. Louis. Together Credit Union, honoring 100 years of KMOX, the voice of St. Louis, and Children's Miracle Network of Greater St. Louis, improving the health of all children.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. Ever wonder why Big Wireless wants you on an unlimited plan? They probably want you to cover the cost of those 20-somethings using all that data every month. But most people 50 and up like me only use 12 gigs or less. Don't get bamboozled by Big Wireless. Switch to Consumer Cellular. Our plans start at just $20, and we use the same towers as the big guys. Join the millions who choose something better, because if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com/facts or a store near you. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband Ryan died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
If you owe the IRS, you have a legal issue, and you need the Lance Drury Law Firm. We'll protect your rights. Log on at lancedrurylaw.com.
Hey, it is Proud St. Louis and Andy Cohen here wishing the voice of St. Louis, KMOX Radio, a happy 100th birthday.
Couple of minutes with Congressman Wesley Bell here on the Chris and Amy Show. John Hancock, Chris Ranji today with you. And Congressman, we know the government shutdown, the longest in the history of the country, came to an end this week. A lot of Democrats did not want to do this, but it did pass the Senate, the House, and then the agreement was signed by the president. And so now the shutdown is over. What are your thoughts now on how it came to pass? And how do you feel about the idea there will be a vote on the Affordable Care Act subsidies next month?
You know, my North Star from the very beginning is what is in the best interest of regular Americans, working class families. In Missouri, healthcare costs are skyrocketing. We're seeing over 260,000 people who could lose their healthcare coverage, or their health care coverage could increase. Over 47,000 people in my district are on nutrition assistance, which is just food, keep people from being hungry, and making sure that those folks have what they need. And so I've never been one that would want to see the government close. I want the government working, and I want it working for working class families. But we've never seen an administration that refuses to even sit down with the other side. And I think that that's disappointing, because with such slim margins in the House, Senate, I think that's a clear message from Americans that they want us working together. We should be working together, and we should be working for them.
How have you found the Congress? This is your first year serving, and you're in the minority party. Every potential that you'll be in the majority after the midterm elections. But how have you found the institution to be operating? Is it better than you expected, or worse than you expected?
I think it's a mixed bag, to be perfectly honest, John. What disappoints me the most is the lack of, I won't say lack, because there are certain times where you see a lot of bipartisanship, but it disappoints me that too often folks are putting their party before what's in the best interest of the American people. And now there are a lot of folks that do work together. I count myself in that category. I've introduced legislation to protect Medicaid, to protect SNAP benefits, to address, to support law enforcement, and I've gotten bipartisan support on that legislation, and so we'll keep pushing. So there is that glimmer of hope, but my biggest disappointment is that more of my colleagues are not embracing putting our country above their respective parties.
It does seem like one of those issues that presents a little fracturing on your opponent's side is this Epstein files situation that members of the House, the majority, signed that discharge petition to force a vote on releasing all of those files. A lot of Republicans got on board with that. What are your thoughts on that situation and what you expect to come of it?
As you all know, I'm a former prosecutor, and I'm a former judge. And to me, justice is always what we strive for. And although we call the job being a prosecutor, it's really about victim advocacy, advocating and championing for victims, folks who have been who've lost family members or been victimized themselves. And there are a bunch of young women, girls at the time, who were victimized in what looks as though it may have been the largest sex trafficking scheme that this country has ever seen. But yet we see too many folks on the other side who look to cover it up. And that is very concerning to me, not only as a father, but as a former prosecutor and a judge. And the fact that it took every single vote from Democrats' signatures and even a few Republicans who finally got on board just to bring this to a vote is terrible to me. And I'll say this last point on that. The problem that I have with it is that, and I've said this before, forgive me, Mom, I don't care if my mother was in the Epstein files. justice needs to be served. Now, fortunately, she's not, and so that's not an issue. But if it was, I don't care if it's a Democrat, high-profile Democrats, high-profile Republicans. Those victims deserve to have that evidence brought out into the light of day. They have they deserve to be protected and treated with the dignity and respect that we should be treating all victims of crime.
Well said. Congressman Wesley Bell is our guest, and looks like a rematch is hanging in your future between yourself and former Congresswoman Cori Bush. What are your thoughts heading into that campaign?
I'll be honest with you. I don't give it much thought. I clock in every day. I do my job because at the end of the day, that's what I was sent to do. And to me, it's disqualifying when you have someone who believes they should be able to get their job back when they didn't show up when they had the job before. When you miss 250 votes, you essentially missed half the session, and that means every time that a missed vote happened, our region did not get a voice in Congress. And the job is not to make speeches and to chase cameras. The job is to be in that Capitol, working on behalf of the people in this region, bringing those resources home for the folks in this region. And I think that with the lack of willingness to actually do the job and work hard, but yet enjoying as many of the perks as possible, such as, there's 535 total people in Congress. Nobody else is paying their family members and having them on a payroll. I think there's things that are just disqualifying. So we're just going to keep focusing on the work, the job in this region, and we're going to make our case to the voters. And we feel good that we'll be back another term. So we're not taking anything for granted.
Speaking of this region, last thing for you, the tornado cleanup, the recovery from that storm that happened back in May, as you see it, or as you have experienced it, what is the recovery effort? How is it going, and how much more help is needed?
I think that there's a lot more that's needed. And I've said it before, until every single person that was impacted by this tornado gets the resources that they need, I'm not going to be happy. Now, that said, as we know, those FEMA resources are flowing. They continue processing and paying out those resources even during the shutdown, which our office worked very closely with FEMA to ensure that. I also introduced legislation to ensure that FEMA resources would flow even during a government shutdown, because I don't think that folks impacted by natural disasters should be impacted by governmental dysfunction. And so our office is, as we've repurposed our office to be a conduit for folks that need those resources. So anyone that is still working with FEMA, contact our office, because oftentimes it's hard working with agencies, but they're going to pick up for us. And so our number is 314-955-9980. And so please call our office if you have any questions. Even if you think your application is going through smoothly, call us anyway. And because that's what we're here to do. We're here to help folks get through this terrible situation. But that's 314-955-9980.
All right. Congressman Wesley Bell, as always, thank you for talking with us today, and thank you for participating in the No Prize Pick'em as well.
Hey, my pleasure. It's always good to get a win, because obviously that's going to happen, Chris.
Yeah, I don't like any of my picks except for one. Thank you, Congressman.
We'll see you down the road.
That is
Thanks for having me on.
Congressman Wesley Bell with us. And that phone number again for tornado, if you want to reach out to Congressman Bell's office, if you're still reeling from the tornado and need help and recovery, 314-955-9980. 955-9980. John Hancock, appreciate you hanging out with me for the morning. Now you can go and do your TV stuff.
Yeah, buddy.
Go be on television.
All right.
I love watching you on TV.
See ya.
See you, buddy. That is John Hancock. I'm Chris Ranji. When we come back, we're going to talk Kansas City Chiefs football. They are on the station this Sunday. They are taking on a rival in the Denver Broncos. Big game for them. We'll have it right here on KMOX. Danon Hughes, Chiefs radio analyst and former receiver, is with us when we come back.
From Cardinals Nation to Chiefs Kingdom, from the Zoo to Enterprise Center, St. Louis turns to the Gas House Gang for the biggest stories in sports.
The Gas House Gang on KMOX.
It's must-listen radio at noon, hosted by Tom Ackerman, Chris Ranji, Mike Claiborne, and Bernie Miklasz. Four of the most informed and trusted voices in St. Louis sports. The Gas House Gang, weekdays at noon on 104.1 FM and 11:20 AM. KMOX.
Many families in Missouri and Illinois live in freezing conditions. They can't afford utilities.
HeatUpStLouis.org has helped thousands. 100% of public donations help neighbors stay warm.
Please help HeatUpStLouis.org.
Many families in our region are living paycheck to paycheck, or others may be seniors or disabled neighbors on fixed incomes. Please drop off a check payable to Heat Up St. Louis to any Commerce Bank associate. Thank you.
Now, KMOX weather from the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Desk.
It is 72 degrees and sunny. The high today is going to be 80 degrees. The weather is brought to you by Jerry Kelly Heating, Air Conditioning, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Furnace funky?
Then make one call.
And Jerry Kelly will be there the very next day.
Call anytime, 8 to 8, 8 days a week.
And Jerry Kelly will fix your furnace or install a new one the very next day.
JerryKelly.com.
I met my wife in law school at the University of Florida. She was from upstate New York and I was from Kentucky. We met at a daily mass at St. Augustine's. She was the most beautiful girl I'd ever seen in my life. After communion, I followed her out of the church and got her phone number. The rest is history. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Little did we know that one day we would have 4 children and the largest injury firm in the world. All 4 work in the business. It's a family business. Did I ever see this coming? Hell no. We just worked very hard and treated our clients like we would want to be treated, like family. It's a full-service injury firm, auto accidents, medical malpractice, work. Year. Visit forthepeople.com and we can get to work on your case. No recovery, no fee. Morgan & Morgan, for the people. Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
The holidays are here, filled with laughter, family, and memories. But if you're missing the punchline, the conversation, or even the music, it might be time to check your hearing. Hi, I'm Charlie Brennan.
I'm Dr. Bosler with the Audiology Center.
And I'm Dr. Voss. This season, we want you to hear every moment.
Hearing aids today can process sound faster than before. They're smarter at separating the speech from the background noise, meaning that when you're at the holiday parties this season, you'll hear the voices that you want to hear, clearer than before.
So don't wait until the new year. Give yourself the gift of better hearing today and reconnect with the people and the moments that matter most.
Call the Audiology Center, 636-441-7470, or online, theaudiologycenterstl.com. 3 convenient locations.
Call us today and make this holiday season better than last year's. Here for the holidays, here for life.
If you're trying to sell a home, there's only one agent in town that I trust, Mark and Neil Gelman of eXp Realty. My friends Mark and Neil have the best system to connect you to the best qualified buyers, getting your home sold fast and for top dollar. 314-336-1991. Go to thegelmanteam.com.
It's the Medicare Advantage annual enrollment period, and Humana knows not everyone has the same needs when picking a Medicare Advantage plan.
Now that I'm retired, I want to enjoy the life I've worked hard to build. So I want a plan that covers me when I'm traveling the country.
Humana has a plan for that.
As a veteran, I want a plan that fills in the gaps my VA coverage doesn't provide, like dental care.
Humana has a plan for that.
I feel good about my health. I just want care and coverage with predictable costs. No surprises.
Humana has a plan for that. With a Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you get coverage and benefits that focus on what matters most to you. Learn more at gethumana.com. Humana, a more human way to healthcare. Humana is a Medicare Advantage HMO and PPO organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in any Humana plan depends on contract renewal.
Sunday, the Chiefs head to Denver to face the Broncos.
Siteman Cancer Center game time, 2 p.m. Siteman Cancer Center, national leaders in cancer.
The Chiefs, the Broncos. Catch all the action here on your home for Chiefs football. 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Welcome to the Red Kingdom. Yeah.
Gas House Gang is coming up at 12 o'clock. It'll be Mike Claiborne, Brendan Schaefer, and me. We're going to talk to City SC General Manager and Team President Diego Gigliani will be on the show. The MLS schedule is changing, or the calendar is going to change, not next season, but the season after. And as you heard the promo there tell you about the Chiefs and Broncos game here on KMOX on Sunday afternoon. On that call will be this man, Kansas City Chiefs radio analyst and former wide receiver, weekly guest of ours, Danon Hughes, on the show. What's up, Danon?
What's going on? We ready to get going after this bye week, or are we excited, or what?
Well, I don't know. You tell me. This is, I mean, what happens in a bye week after a loss?
I need some more fire from you. Like I need your Bears are doing okay. Like there needs to be some more excitement, elevated voice. Like I need some more, man. We got a bye week. We did some self-evaluation, self-scouting. We're coming on the other side. We're going to the Donkeys. Like there needs to be some fire in your voice, man.
Let's go. Is that good?
Yeah, there we go.
All
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, I'm just thinking about my game on Sunday. I got the Vikings at noon. The Vikings kind of stink. Yeah. They kind of stink, Danon. Never should have lost to them in the first place in week one. What a travesty that was. I think it's going to be a real curb stomping, they call it. That's what I say.
Yeah, you might as well. I mean, this is the time of the year where you kick people while they're down, and especially in your division. So you guys have that opportunity to really solidify yourselves as a force in the NFC North. So Let's do it.
That's right. Bears win on Sunday, but that's not why you called, Danon. Yeah. So let's talk about this. Taking a loss to the Bills, and we had this conversation before the game. It was last Friday, and it was or 2 Fridays ago. Is why does it always feel like the Chiefs? The numbers will tell you that Buffalo does really well against the Chiefs in the regular season, but then the playoffs roll around. It's a completely different story.
Yeah, it is weird. I mean, it's also weird that we have to continually go up to Western New York to play, it seems like, although a few years ago they did come to Kansas City and beat us, but like we're even scheduled to go back to Buffalo next year in the new stadium. So I don't know what the deal is with the schedule makers that make us go to Buffalo, but it's just not our cup of tea during the season. And I thought we had a good chance, especially how we fared in the 3 home games leading up to that Buffalo matchup, getting Rashee Rice back, the offense clicking the way it was. I really thought we would have a chance at success up there, and it just didn't happen. And, I think the Bills did everything possible to give us the game, to give us an opportunity. The fact that down by 7 at the end of the game, we had a chance. We got the ball back after a kick off the uprights, and you had a chance to go down and score, and we just couldn't capitalize on that. But they outplayed us offensively and defensively, and you got to tip your cap. I thought it was going to be a tough matchup. I did feel a lot of confidence going into that game just because I thought the Bills' defense would not be able to hold up against us, and we didn't really show up. So we had an opportunity to take that loss, go into a bye week, which is not optimum, obviously, and now we can come out on the other side with some extra intent on winning must-win games.
What's a really fascinating detail about the Chiefs is that they're 5-4. And I don't know how many teams at 5-4 and I'd have to go back and look, and I'm not even sure how I would look this up, but how many teams have been 5-4 during the course of a season and still the favorite to win the Super Bowl? Because they are the betting favorite to win the Super Bowl in front of the Eagles, Rams, Lions, and Bills, and then Seahawks. So what is it? Why is it just because like we look at the record and still say there's no way that's really the Chiefs? They're really not a 5-4 team.
Well, I think there's multiple reasons. One, definitely that they're not 5-4, although Bill Parcells and other coaches have said you are what your record is. I get that. But it also speaks to the lack of another team in the AFC and even in the NFC that have shown to be the cream of the crop, that they are heads and shoulders above anybody else. And how weird it is not just to be 5-4 and still be a Super Bowl favorite, but you're 5-4 amongst several other teams, including the one you're about to play, that only have 2 losses. So, like, that makes it even more weird, is that it's not a situation where you're 5-4 and there's a bunch of teams that are, 6-3, and you're just 1 game behind and you had a tougher schedule. Like, you're 2 games behind, and if you lose this game this weekend, you're going to be 3.5 games behind just in your division. Never mind with playoff aspirations. So it is a weird dynamic. I think it just speaks to the confidence and the potential that everybody believes, especially those people out in Vegas that make a lot of money by not being wrong. And we got to continue to make them right and figure out how to continue to make them right. And it starts in Denver this weekend. Like, this is a must-win game. This is a situation where, as far as I can remember, especially in the Patrick Mahomes era, this is the earliest that we've spoken about must-win games. And that's because we put ourselves in a hole, not just because we're 5-4, because of those 4 losses, 3 of those are against AFC teams, 2 of which, AFC teams. So you got tiebreaker implications that if you continue to lose in the AFC, never mind the AFC West, you put yourself in a severe hole of a wild card place. And that's got to be at the forefront of everybody's mind, too.
Yeah, right now the Chiefs are in 3rd in the AFC West. Broncos, that's the team that leads the division.
Mm-hmm.
Chargers right behind them, and then it is Kansas City. And I think Denver's good. I think LA is good. I'm with you. I still think that even though they are 5-4, if it comes down to it and they've got to win a game, I think the Chiefs are better than both of those teams.
And that's the kind of feather in the cap for this Chiefs organization, is that everybody knows that, including those people in Vegas, that if we get to January and we have an opportunity to be in the dance, that nobody wants to face us because they know that we can turn it on at any time. It's just we put ourselves in a hole where we have to turn it on now. And we haven't fared well. And I was doing some research this week, and I'll be speaking about it during the pregame show specifically, but close games, 1-score games last year in all games. And I went back to 2018 when Patrick Mahomes started his career as a starter, and went through 2018 all the way up through this year in regards to 1-score games and how we fared. Last year, we were 12-0 when you consider the playoffs. The year before that, 8-5. The year before that, in 2022, obviously winning both of those Super Bowls, we were 10-3. This year, we're 0-4 in 1-score games. So it's not that we've been this team, this juggernaut that has blown out teams. 12 of our 17 games last year were 1-score, or I should say 11 of our 17 games were 1-score games. 13 of our 17 games were 1-score games the year before. Like, we're just not winning those games that we always have become accustomed to winning. Last week was a prime example of that. So if for no other reason outside of the self-scouting and what we've done to not help ourselves offensively, defensively, and special teams-wise that you do during the bye week, just win the close games. And I feel like this is probably going to be a close game because of the Broncos' defense, and we got to figure out a way to get back on track.
You said this earlier that it's not an ideal time to have a bye week after a loss like the Chiefs took to the Bills because it gives you, a lot of time to sit and stew. But is there a benefit to it too?
Absolutely. I think it's a reality check. Consider this. I would say this. The best way to go into a bye week is on a win because you feel like you can enjoy it. Not necessarily from a football standpoint, because if you've had an up and down season from an actual football standpoint, you probably don't want to go into it on a bye week if you win because you feel like you've gotten things right. Let's keep it going. Like let's play again next week. Let's play again tomorrow because we would have at that point won 4 straight games. But now you're in a situation where coming off of a loss, it actually can help you in this second half of the season because whatever way you were feeling about yourselves, whatever thoughts you had as far as maybe thinking more of yourself than you really are, kind of going back to that comment about you are what your record is, we just lost a game. We have an entire week. It's a humbling situation. So your humility is at its most vulnerable for growth. And coming from that, now your ears are a little bit more perked up in the meetings last week and at the end of the week as you prepare for the Broncos, and that, okay, we lost a game, and now here's all this self-scouting that we did during the bye week on what we've done right and wrong in all 3 phases of the game prior to the bye week. I feel like from a human perspective and even from a player's perspective, that's probably when your ears are going to be most open. That's when you're probably going to be most vulnerable for coaching and receptive to the coaching points because you lost that game. So that's what I'm hoping, that we're in this situation, especially now playing against another divisional opponent who happens to be first in the division. Like, you take that food and now you digest it in the right way because you're coming off that loss.
Xavier Worthy and Isaiah Pacheco. Worthy did practice yesterday. Pacheco did not. So what do you, and I think they're both questionable still. So what do you expect?
I think Xavier will be back on the field. I feel like just based on how they utilize him, based on his frame, he's probably a guy that once he gets injured, he's always going to be throughout the season somebody that is dealing with that injury until he has ample time to fully heal. And a bye week is good time, but it's not ample time for a lot of different guys. I don't think we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. He has not practiced at all. And I feel like if you're going for another 8-game run, and in this circumstance, you're talking about 8 games plus 4 weeks in the playoffs. So if you're getting to the promised land, you got 12 weeks of consistent football without a break. Now you're in a situation where you have to think about the long-term goal of Isaiah Pacheco contributing. And if you need to give him another week or 2 off, you got to think about it from that perspective.
All right, Danon, we appreciate it. And you know what to do.
Yes. Hit somebody in the mouth. The donkeys.
That's right. Go hit the donkeys in the mouth. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, guys.
Kansas City Chiefs radio analyst and former receiver Danon Hughes. We have the broadcast on Sunday starting at 2 o'clock. 3:25 is the kickoff between the Chiefs and the Broncos here on 104.1 FM KMOX. And get ready, Missouri, because the #1 sports book in America is coming soon. FanDuel. Starting December 1st, new customers in the state can get up to $300 in bonus bets when you make your first $5 bet. It's awesome that this is about 2.5 weeks away that we're going to be able to live bet in the state of Missouri, and you can do it on an app that's safe, secure, and super easy to use. FanDuel, the best way to game day. Coming to Missouri, go to FanDuel.com/Missouri to learn more. That way you'll all be set to bet when FanDuel goes live. FanDuel.com/Missouri. Play your game with FanDuel, the #1 rated sportsbook app. Must be 21 or over and present in Missouri. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit is required. Offer starts 12/1/2025. Excludes customers who redeem pre-launch sign-up offer. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit fanduel.com/RG.
This fall, get a taste of what's to come at Dragonstone, an exclusive new Lombardo Homes community in Darden Prairie, west of Highway K and south of 364. Join us Saturday, November 15th at our Inverness display in O'Fallon for a grand opening celebration filled with treats, a cozy coffee bar, mini pumpkin pies, and a first look. Dragonstone, building Tradition Series homes and offering only 5 spacious home sites. Dragonstone offers luxury and privacy, as well as the convenience of living just minutes from Highways 364 and 64. Visit lombardohomes.com for more information.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments, including pills, chews, and more, 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/JOY.
This holiday season, the Dave Glover Show is excited to partner with Hardee's and Operation Food Search for the Holiday Food Drive. While supplies last, stop by any metro area Hardee's and make a donation of at least $1 to benefit Operation Food Search and receive a limited edition DGS holiday sticker. All donations will benefit Operation Food Search to help children and families facing food insecurities. Get all the details about the campaign or to make an online donation, head to KMOX.com/events.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions and bring you a special Black Friday offer.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/deal. And now, as a special Black Friday offer, you can get a free gutter inspection, plus up to 35% off. This is our best offer of the season. Unlock it now at leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
250 years ago, a promise was made to connect families and friends near and far. And during the holidays, that promise is more important than ever. That's why USPS is building a better network to meet your needs with timely deliveries, easy and affordable ways to ship, and everything you need to make your season full of holiday cheer. Our purpose is delivering your peace of mind, knowing your love will arrive, bringing joy to all. The United States Postal Service. Learn more at USPS.com/holidays.
You've got your whole life ahead of you, so choose a Medicare plan you can count on. And that's what you get with a Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. With more than 45 years' experience serving its members, United Healthcare has plans with low monthly premiums that fit your life today and as your needs change tomorrow. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends December 7th, so go to uhc.com/Medicare today. United Healthcare Medicare plans. It's Medicare coverage Missouri can count on.
The Chris and Amy Show on 104.1 FM KMOX and the free Odyssey app.
Yeah, don't forget to pick up that KMOX commemorative ornament at Together Credit Union at any of the branches. They're $5. Children's Miracle Network benefits from you purchasing that KMOX 100th anniversary ornament, and they are there while supplies last at any Together Credit Union branch. Did you know we're celebrating our 100th anniversary this year? That's right. Big show coming up, or big broadcast day happening on November 20th. That is Thursday of next week. You're going to want to be around for that and listen to KMOX all day. If you missed the show today, Chris and Amy, listen to the podcast, Odyssey app, iHeart app, wherever you get your podcast. Back with you at 9 o'clock on Monday. But the Gas House Gang is next on KMOX.
Tom Ackerman for Busey Bank.